Okay. Everything should be working now. We will see. Alpha Rhythm Drum and Bass. Thank you for the follow. Straight out of the gate. Let me try something. I don't want you guys looking at my username. I'm trying to remember which password I set up. Ah, perfect. All right, we're back. Props for knowing what drum and bass stands for. I worked at a club in Washington, D.C. in the mid-90s that was it was the largest rave club on the East Coast during that period. Fun fact, it was the only indoor venue to host the Warped Tour. No. X Games. No, Warped Tour. Warped Tour. I have to look it back up on Wikipedia. Essentially, it got rained out, and you used to live in Alexandria and you play in DC a lot. Are you old enough to remember the Capitol Ballroom before it became, I think it became Velvet Nation, then Nation? Not quite that old, but you know of it. Fair enough. Yeah, I worked there for a little bit when it was the Capitol Ballroom. That was during my army days. Hey, Droop. Hey, Enigma. I can pop into Discord once we get going. Oh yeah, that's right. So my plan, Enigma, was to start off in the software game development period or category for the first couple of minutes, and then move into the EverCraft category, and then we can get people to follow from there. Hey, Pattis. Greyhar, hello. Drum and bass just isn't big here anymore, so a place that big really wouldn't host the NBA. Yeah, honestly, even then, it was. Let me turn off the Monsters and Memories thing here. Make sure we're in the right context. There's time for that. Even then, I think drum and bass was mainly played like club side. We had concert side and club side was a bit smaller. Or out in the courtyard. Hey, Smooth Shaker. What's up, Logan? Yeah. So we're streaming something else today. Okay, I was about to say you're familiar with it then. Have they been doing a bunch of work? I'm gonna assume so. And release date, you would have to ask them. Malsterian, hello. All right, it's just responding in Twitch. I mean, Discord. All right. It's always been a bit underground. Was bigger in the 90s, early on. From what you hear. Anyways, just catching up on a stream from a few days ago. I have to say I'm pretty excited to see what you guys are working on. Thanks. We'll be back with a normal development stream on Thursday. Tonight we are playing, as if you look up Enigma just mentioned, we are playing with the Eco team. We're playing EverCraft Online. So Enigma, Hidden Tree, Modest, right? Oh, Enigma, I even made this for you guys just now. Check for typos. All right, you told me to make a Druid? While we're getting ramped up, I'm going to play around. Oh, let's see. So, Cal said Druid starts in new area. I want you to see. Ryan will play. Okay, cool. Yeah, you just let me know if there's a Discord channel or something I need to move to. Oh. This actually looks a bit more like me. Got the same hairline. Let's see. All right, so I can come to yours and then you'll drag me in. Discord wide. Sounds good. Drag away. That should work, right? I was just in there. Look at a chiseled man chest. He doesn't look quite as ripped in profile. Or I'm sorry, I don't look quite as ripped in profile. There we go. Nice big frown. That seems perfect for me. As a leaf. That is close, right? Same hair. Same chest. Same mean disposition. Let's create them. Needs tattoos option. They're taking notes. They're probably taking notes on a tattoos option right now. Ali, if we don't support a tattoos option, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, I gotta hop in general. Sorry, I'm not really good with Discord or computers or anything like that. I'll have to turn this up, and I'll have to turn your music down. It's gonna clash with this other music anyway. Alright, we should be good now. I've been dragged in. Turn up the volume. Okay, so weird. Let me see what's going on here. Because I don't hear anything, but I see that there's something that I could, in theory, be hearing according to my my console here in Slobs. I don't know what people are hearing. Are you hearing something? Hmm. Okay, so let me. Yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot. How about now?
Testing.
Oh. Maze, that's
Yes.
too much information.
Heard Ryan on the stream.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. Yeah, and I swear we fixed it the other day where Discord was not taking over like all of the audio, so that you could actually hear other sounds like the game sound or whatever, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be coming through at the moment. So
Like the music from the game isn't coming through?
yeah, well, I don't hear it either, right?
Oh no,
So
that's too
let
bad. The
me.
music's awesome.
It is. It is. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can fix that.
Can you also double check for me, Sean? Just press F4 real quick and just double check the audio, just because we do save volume settings. So I just want to make sure.
No, you should be good. You should be good.
Yeah. If you click audio on the right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All your settings are golden. So yeah, it looks like a
We
source
just
issue again.
dealt with that the other day. So let me see if I can. Can I? I can't just tab out. I'll camp and come back. Oh. I swear we just fixed this. Though I don't remember how we.
Definitely.
Oh. Yep. So I will. Everything's set to default output. Hmm. Do you have a windowed mode?
You can press Alt Enter in the game and it will go windowed, if that helps you.
Yeah, we may need to do that a bit.
Nick Pettis, I might drop us down real quick so you can go over our game plan. That's
Okay.
cool. We work out some of the audio stuff. Cool.
Cool.
All right, we'll load back in, and we'll see what we can.
Yeah, I gotta put some sounds in the menu for you, so you don't have to do the whole 60-second rigmarole to test.
I swear I just heard a bird. I hear water. I hear your music. I hear bird.
Hey, you did it. Whatever you did worked.
I have no idea. You know what? The way it kind of popped on just now, I wonder if it was working before as well, but...
Whatever, we'll take it.
Yeah, as long as you guys can hear it on the stream, then that's wonderful. I think it fades in and out for me based on whether or not a loud sound happens. So it'll fade in and out for me. That's no big deal. And then anytime Hidden Tree you talk, it'll cause my audio to pop back on because you're loud.
Oh, okay. Do you want to turn me down in Discord or?
Oh no, you're not. You're not bad loud. You're loud enough to like trigger. I don't know what the hell. It's this thing where it kind of like fades in and out based on whether or not it's getting enough input from the source. It's a weird thing.
Sweet.
So honestly, as long as I can hear you talk when you need to talk, which check, and they can hear the music and sounds.
Amazing.
Yeah, maybe some weird noise gate. Now that you guys mention it, let me look and make sure there's not. What in the heck?
Did you just hear a bear?
Oh, I see. I see. Is that a little cub?
Yeah.
So guys, this only happens when I use this one channel of my headphones. If I actually, I wonder, I'm not sure. We'll just leave it. If I'm using these, it happens. If I just put the headphones on and use that channel, then it doesn't happen. Anyways, we're still 7 minutes early. We said we're going to start at 8. So it gives me time to get my stuff together. Okay, I lied. Shit.
L11 DUBIOUS.
What in the world? Hey, Hashpipe. I was just thinking about you, dude. Thank you for 6 months. For being such a cool homie. Hey, Pilgrim. Thank you as well. Long Dong. Thank you for the follow, I think. G, thank you as well. All right. Oh, hey, Hidden Heel. Let me 1 second. F4 general. No, wait. Video. I thought you had mouse sensitivity in here before.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna chill. Maybe I can fix it. I'll just be a little bit more chill.
That's pretty funny. I mean, the run speed's so slow, you gotta be chill. This game chills you out pretty fast.
I can imagine.
So I don't know if you want to, read your note and go through it, or you want a little direction. I know you're pretty good and you're pretty into the lore stuff. So I'm gonna let you decide how you want to do this, because you're a new druid and you got to figure out how the world works on your own.
Is my beard and hair actually white? It shows it white in the profile pic. I'm actually
Yeah, you're an old
awesome.
man.
Okay, it seemed darker in character create, so now I'm really excited. Belfaster,
Fine.
good question. Yeah, I've chilled it out with my DPI setting. Good call. Letter of calling.
You can scale up your UI a bit too. If it's comfortable for you, that's great. But I know people usually bump it up to like 2.4 or 2.6 or
That's right. We did that last time as well, I think.
yeah, something around.
Make it more legible for folks at home as well.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah. Is that good enough, guys? I could go a little bit bigger because I'm pretty old, so it won't be a bad thing.
Yeah, I run mine at 2.8. It's perfect for me because I'm a little old too.
Cool. My UI is not it is EverCraft. My UI is Bob's UI is not covering anything important. Perfect. Cool. All right. Young sapling, you have caught the attention of the ever-watchful eyes of the forest. You seem to wield a power not many possess, and it must be nurtured and primed in such a way as to not disturb the balances of Adrulon. Find me at the Druid's house. We have much to teach you. Elder O'Connell. All right.
I believe in you.
I'm still messing with my DPI. All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
This looks like a house, but all right. That's a bigger house over there. There's a couple houses.
Yeah, I mean, we can just explore for a bit. Like I said, you let me know. I can, I play with some people and they're, 0% into the lore. They want to get their stuff. They want to go fight some things and they have zero interest in reading anything. So I know that you're usually pretty good. You like the lore, so let me know when you get frustrated.
Oh wait, I forgot. It's not H, it's G. I looked at the notes earlier, I swear. Rowan? What's he got to say? All of the rangers of Greenwoods wore an oath. One of our brothers has lost his way. Serval Greenfoot has aligned himself with the Moss Trooper bandit. Find our traitorous brother and bring me his head. I am down for killing your brother. Falcon. Alright, so he'll send me something later. Made me think of Falcon's Maze from War Games, the movie.
Well, everybody has inserted so many of their own little personal inside jokes and references and stuff that I mean, it very well may be. Who knows?
The Shaker, yeah, this is a new area, or it's definitely new to me.
Yeah, this didn't even exist when we did our last stream. This is all pretty much brand new.
I love their outfits.
It's all modest, who I think you know.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's kind of incredible how that's expanded since last time you've played, and what Mas built out here with the equipment alone, with our armor layering system.
Mhm.
We're now up to 89 unique armor items
Nice.
that are visible. Different breastplates, legs, boots. We also visually show necklaces and belts as well. So we get to add those to our total, which is great. So we also have 53 primary and secondary items that you can find and wield out there, between weapons, shields, instruments, and more fun things like that. So
Nice.
And I want to mention all of those graphics are completely work across all races going forward and everything as well. So just
Oh,
a massive
cool.
amount of content.
I was going to ask, other races like gnomes and things like that in, or?
You
Not
can go
yet.
back out to character select and see some of the really cool stuff. Like we have some races in there, but I'm sure you'll see them. I think.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll just run into
Couple
them
people.
organically then.
Yeah. We got 5 total.
Five total currently in. Yep.
Oh, you guys can't see my chat box.
No, and I don't think you can move it, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll keep reading or...
Coming next phase.
Okay.
We actually have a brand new chat system, like built from the ground up by Stylistic, which we're super pumped to get in, and we almost put it in for this stream, but we're nervous because it's so untested.
Mhm.
We don't want to have some weird chat stuff, so yeah.
Totally understandable. All right, so I'll just
Tab,
read it out.
filtered notifications. It's going to be pretty cool.
Nice. I can also turn myself off. There's chat. Elder Connell says the equilibrium of these woods must be maintained at all times. Do not disturb the balance, or the forest may devour you. Don't eat me, forest. Sword and Board said, "Oh, Dip, is this live for playtesting already? I didn't hear about this until I saw the post in P99 subreddit today." Oh, cool. All right, if that's where you folks are coming from, then let me switch the category. We'll switch to the official category right now.
Neat. This is a first for us. First EverCraft category in Twitch. Boom.
Boom. Done. Updated. Now we're in there. And so all of you can find it as well. It should be pretty easy to find now, right? Since we're already in it. Be sure to follow it.
I really hope we're the only EverCraft stream right now. I'd be really worried if we weren't.
All right. I'm going to double check. Did I do this right? All right. Wait, no. Yeah. Okay. Go. Give. Get loot. Cool. I got a wooden mallet. Cool. Primary. Briar spikes and lesson wounds. All right. So, I'm trying to remember book.
It's B for book. Yeah, the whole flow is really hokey right now, but once you do it once, and then you can...
Well, because you also have K for skills, which... Oh, you know what? Trade skills and stuff, right? For some reason, I was thinking abilities. Like you guys had separated spells and abilities out.
We have, you're right. There's like a combat ability section that Nick is probably figuring out right now. It's all, like I said, it's very hokey, and we try and choose hotkeys that are the most confusing for some reason, so...
Seems normal to me.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So then, yeah, you can click the icon in the spell book and...
Cool. All right, and so now, boom, and where's my bar? Bar spikes. So let's...
Oh, you gotta drag it to your left, like, memorization slots first, and then...
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah. Bar spikes, 7 mana, single target. The Great Wizard Rizlar,
that's
Bright
all
Book, first
hard-coded.
discovered. No? Don't read this?
That's all hard-coded for every spell.
Oh,
That's
I
just,
see
like,
it now.
built into the... Yeah.
I was like,
We're-
damn, you guys have been cranking out the tech.
We are going to... we took, like, we had a discussion about... We are going to have lore for each spell. We're not going
That's
to
awesome.
have the details, you know? It's not going to say, does 5 to 7 damage over 15 seconds for blah, blah, blah. We're not really into the full...
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Kind of like where you play around with the spells is the thought. If you click and hold in that left memorization thing now, you can drag them to your hotbar if you want.
Cool. My green screen, ever since the interview with Jake Stones 2 weeks ago today, I don't know what the hell happened, but my green screen's been like flashing in. Oh, okay. Whoops, no. Cancel.
Oh, that
Oh.
could have gone terribly.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what did I just cast? Okay, it was lesser wounds, though. I was like, I know you guys are down to kill me for a mistake like that, so which I appreciate. I respect it.
Yeah, I think you attacked your cleric one last time, right?
Yeah, but that was on purpose, honest. Oh my god, you look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You look really, really awesome.
The dark elves are ridiculously cute.
Cute.
Looking.
You
It's
look so
impossible
cute.
to make a bad looking dark elf. You'll have to go back out to the character creator later.
You said it's impossible or it is possible? Impossible,
It's
huh?
impossible to make a bad looking dark elf. It's pretty easy to make a bad looking like human, I think. But dark elves, they're like, oh man, they're also great.
Yeah, and you're a half elf, so you get that going for you.
Yeah, I'm an old half elf though. So, whatever that means. Dude, are you gonna be in my group?
Sure can. All right, so you want to go ahead and group up?
Yeah, we should group up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what the plan was because I don't want to slam through the druid content too fast. But we can try the three of us, see how it goes.
Well, we don't have to overpower it. You could stand around and watch me get killed. I mean, you don't have to be a good group. You could just be a group.
I think we're gonna meet up with you guys later, Modest. But
Okay.
if you're really keen on it, you're obviously more than welcome. I don't like to turn down group mates.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I just left the group thing because it sounds like it wasn't supposed to be a group.
We're gonna group up.
Okay. Are all of your PIDs 420 for a reason?
No, that's
Okay.
pretty funny though. You probably should look at what the elder told you.
Oh, I probably should.
He might remind you if you hail him.
Can I scroll
Yeah,
up?
Modest. Once we crank through the druid content, we're all gonna meet up
Absolutely.
and do some harder stuff.
Yeah, I'll sit here and do some blasting while you guys are grouped up.
Did you do like your starter mage quests and everything?
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Oh man, look at you. You're rolling.
Well,
All right. Elder Connell, can you pronounce his last name for me, please?
I can't. I have no idea. There's definitely your guess is as good as mine.
He sounds very Gaelic or something.
We're forming a bandit group that could use a mage. Yes.
all right, I'll head over.
Sweet.
Bandits already? Man.
Some animals within these woods have come down with an uncertain plague, it seems. Find the warden and offer her your help. Return to our house when you are more experienced.
Alright, we saw the warden earlier.
Comb is pronounced Kiva? Zitzel, is that legit? Alright.
See, that's why I didn't attempt to pronounce it. I definitely wouldn't have gone that direction.
That's amazing. Game Warden Jasilda says, "Good day, I'm Jasilda, the Master Game Warden for Greenwood Cover. It is my honor and obligation to care for the animals and balance of this forest." What balance? Here, I'll disappear again real quick. She responds, "Nature seeks balance. We have disturbed that balance. We atone for the transgressions of our fathers while seeking to aid nature to its balance. It's a moral imperative we share, even at cost such as culling the sickly." Oh no! Tell me more about the sickly. The sick and infirm perish, giving footholds and territory to invasive packs and species. Culling the sickly is an unfortunate necessity to maintain the balance. If you are to spot any sickly animals in the woods west of town, test your resolve and bring proof you have brought these woods a little more balance. Put them down.
Let's do it. We know what we must do.
Let's go cull. I saw some old people standing right over here.
Not sure if that's what they meant.
Oh, shit.
Plus, you're as old as time.
But I'm a half though.
In game, of course. In game.
Yeah, thank you, dude.
Cool. Get to kill something.
So last time we played, was it Kyle that was writing all of the text, or you guys sharing responsibilities, or?
Kyle writes, like, I would say most of the text. Yeah, he's really into it and really a fantastic writer, and he usually looks over what everybody else writes. But everybody's been dabbling in quest.
Nice.
I'll let you pull. Everybody's been dabbling in some, quest writing and stuff like that. But yeah, Kyle's the. Oh, there's a sickly pup here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna pull on these mushrooms real quick. Damn it, I can't. All right, sorry. You put bright red mushrooms out. I'm gonna go straight for them.
I mean, that is the plan, but not yet. Plus, yeah, especially in a game that looks like this, right? You just expect to be able to.
Lovely effect.
Yeah, we've been doing a hard push on that. Everybody's been finding the spell effect stuff really fun.
My bad. My tilde is in a weird spot.
You can use P also for auto attack
cool.
if you want, because I'm like the same as you. Tilde just feels weird.
Tilde would feel normal, and maybe it'll work. I'll try it on my keyboard again, but I'm using a Swedish keyboard in Germany to find an American tilde.
Yeah, try P.
We'll be introducing, of course, some remappability in one of the upcoming phases here. So I know you mentioned this being a new area. Just to be kind of clear, this, EverCraft Online, that's a MMORPG, classically, social-inspired MMO. And this is what, first we're starting building a kind of test island that's supposed to be kind of an all-encompassing experience, a vertical slice or minimal viable product of what the game would be like. We split that up into phases. Last time you were gracious enough to host us and go through what we kind of considered our phase 1 completion, if you will. And now this signifies what we kind of consider our phase 2 completion. So we're doing this, celebrating. We also have some really fun Halloween events going on and stuff that we're having some fun with.
Oh, cool.
And we'll have some more videos and cool stuff for that for everybody to show off a little bit. And then we'll be kicking off our phase 3 development, which will really kind of bring a lot of the content of this island all together and stuff. So
awesome.
You're experiencing the newest area there, the Greenwood cover. It's one of the 2 starting areas on the island. So. And I let Nick die while I was talking, so everything is...
Poor Nick.
Great.
You know what, though? Nick can take it.
Well, he's my guildie now, so he's very used to me not healing him and watching him die in a competitive raid environment.
I'm going backwards.
Trying to give the corpse some
stuff. I don't know what the hell was going on there. I was too busy listening to you and talk about you and Nick's guild to actually pay attention to what I was doing, I guess.
So there was a question in chat about a torch, and there is a torch, and it's awesome. The problem is it costs gold, so that's literally our goal right now, is to try and afford enough so that we can pool our money and get a torch, or else the night is going to be pretty terrible.
Nice. I mean, not that it's going to be terrible.
I'm going to actually let you loot. Oh, I'm pulling a Knoll pup back here.
Okay. This guy's ridiculously cute as well.
Totally. There's some stuff that are just too cute. You should see the new spiders. A lot of the models have been redone by Modest, and the everything just looks cute. It's kind of ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah, I kind of can't help but enjoy making cute things.
Yeah,
Making cute things to smash.
it's like the bunnies. They make these horribly, like, terrible noises when you kill them. You feel pretty guilty.
Yeah, I haven't even thought to kill them, to be honest. I saw them, they look cute.
Exactly. Well, that means you're a good druid, so why would you kill a bunny? All right, we gotta find more sicklies.
I need a
There's
Sid. I'm almost out of mana.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I should probably behave. There's a sickly pup up here. Once you have a bit of mana, we can pull him.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long.
Did you get money from that first quest? I don't think you did, right? You're probably pretty poor.
Let's see. I've got 12 copper at the moment.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
Did you do some delivery quests?
That's a good idea. We'll do that when we. I imagine the sickly pup will have what we need, or hopefully it will. We've killed a couple, but RNG.
I've now let Modest die as well, so
Yeah.
now if Kratos dies, I've let the whole group die.
Where? Oh, because you're playing a shaman.
Yeah.
All right, there's a
Healer.
sickly pup and another one. Great. Belfaster asks, clearly you guys were EQ fans. What aspects of EQ-esque MMORPG do you guys plan to adapt to? And what unique features have you hope to add over time that you thought a game like EQ missed out on?
That's
a big question.
That's a really big
time.
question, and I think each one of us would have some different answers to it. But I think to me the primary fundamental component of it, pillar of it, is that social experience, the social interreliance. You have different classes. There's a major move towards homogenization of classes across MMOs. Needing and relying on each other is so important, as well as in this large persistent world. Where it's open, your reputation matters, and make the right friends and work together. So that's what I would say on that side of it, and I'll pause there. I have thoughts on the second part, but I'll hand that off to anybody else that what it means to them and what their core pillars are.
I mean, it's even just having, a different experience depending on what race you roll and stuff like that. Like, a lot of new games, like New World, I played it. I had an absolute blast, but it kind of blew my mind that everybody that starts the game has the same experience. There's no re-rolling as a different race and having just a different set of adventures. It's kind of like you have this adventure, at least in the starting area. And that kind of I don't know. I miss rolling a new tune in EQ and having it just a completely different set of zones, different quests, different everything, and that's getting lost too. And we're psyched about the mountain of content ahead of us to try and make, a dozen starting cities with a dozen different experiences, and you really feel attached to your racial identity, right? And whoops, I'm going the wrong way. The warden's up here, but yeah, I think that kind of stuff. We're just really excited to pull those feelings from EQ. I mean, the same thing that you guys talk about all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's really that stuff's really missing. I like, being proud to be a dwarf and all that stuff that was really part of EQ back in the day.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think for me, it's the level of spontaneity for, the way the game world works. With the original EverQuest, the game was very haphazard is what some people will describe it as, but I feel like it feels more lived in. In a lot of MMOs, they kind of shuttle you from one campsite to another, and it's very, even though it's an open world and it's supposed to be your story, it starts to turn into a thing where everyone's kind of following the same route, and there's this optimum experience that you have, and you really can't carve out your own game experience. And so I like that spontaneity and the haphazard feel where it feels like a real world.
Nice. Enigma just said in chat, class lead Peter comes from Roz and works on the new Deok emo server. How big's your team now?
It's big. Like it's, we probably have, I think like 8 of us, but everybody works in a different capacity. Some people put in a couple hours a month, really, and then, some people are working whenever they have a free second. So it's a big team, but it's everybody's, got real life stuff going on and things like
Yeah.
that. And we go through
That
phases.
happens.
Yeah, because this is going to be such a long effort. We don't force ourselves to stay hardcore all the time. I'm very adamant about saying like work when you want and don't work, and we're in zero rush and create. You can't really force creativity, and I'll go on vacation. Project loses a bit of momentum, but everybody then gets a month of real life catch up, and then we all get really motivated. Like even your streams, man. Everyone would agree it's really good for us to have some structure, and it's almost like your streams help motivate and push us, so we always appreciate you taking the time to have us on and stuff. So know that actually helps move this game forward, believe it or not.
It was the it's always the milestone marker for us. This is the phase, and then we're gonna hit up Sean, and so that's how we kind of progress. So it's been great.
Oh, that's really nice.
So the past 2 weeks, it's been like the last things that people are like, what can we impress Sean with? And they've been working.
Oh man,
all of a sudden people now want to like sneak in things, and I'm like, guys, we gotta do some testing. We can't just
don't break stuff.
YOLOing before the stream.
Well, I really appreciate that, and you guys will have to return the favor for us.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped. It's the last few months for you guys. It's really come together. So all of a sudden, I'm like, oh wow, these guys are already playtesting. It's wild.
Yeah, it's funny. The art is one of those things that we've backburnered just so much. I'm looking forward to getting to a point where we're able to start pulling that together more, and I think it'll feel like a real jump. But for now, playtesting capsules, it's fun.
Totally, and all the stuff that Ali is doing, and I guess your tech team has expanded a bit, but all the stuff those guys are doing are pretty. It's all just like critical building blocks that it's fun that you're able to test right now with placeholder art.
Yeah, for the time being, it's still Ali, but he is busting his ass.
Nice.
We'll see what it looks like soon.
Gotcha.
Patrons of Briar's Rise have been sounding off regarding visually diseased rats flanking the building from the south. What plague they may carry is most concerning. The solution to pollution is dilution. I love it.
Guess who wrote that one?
I don't know. Was that you or?
No, that was Kyle. I'm
Kyle.
not clever enough for that.
Oh my god. The solution to pollution is dilution.
Rather cultish organization too, synergy in all things and stuff. So, but they have kind of a unique interaction. Like, if you try to go into the Greenwood cover area as a non-druid at like level 1 or level 2, it's very, very difficult because it's so dense with animals, and you're able to walk there and not get aggro by those animals. So that's really neat. But it's not the EverQuest, where you can damage that faction or anything. So they just have a trusting aura with you, and you still, the rangers and druids will still cull animals, they'll still harvest animals, and they use those products as everyone else would. So they just come from a more conservation perspective.
Right on.
You can sell the few things you have. I don't think you're going to get much cash for that. We might as well start saving up. And then I guess your extra disease thing you can just destroy when you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, I closed it out so I could hear a little bit better. Well, that won't work, right? No.
Will it sell?
Did it
Oh,
work?
great. Oh, it's not no drop. That's good.
Okay.
So there, we got 4 silver, and then there's our goal. There's that torch. Although, it might be morning by the time we get out of here, so who knows? Maybe it won't be as big a concern.
With me running around, probably.
So we can do this guy's quest really quick, and that will help us. I think we get a bit of cash for this. I'll let you do it, and then I'm going to follow you along.
How serendipitous. I happen to find myself short-handed with a good deal of produce left to convey. Perhaps you're headed to Briar's Rise and are willing to aid you. What produce? But yeah, I'll aid you. All these crates are filled to the brim with Caulk Farm's finest. In the past, Regwald would make the trek with me. and help me with the crates. But with him away and Thames tending to the farm, well, it's been a lot of work producing the produce. He actually said that. Let's see. Briar's Rise. Didn't we just hear that term?
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be one of the central spots of this area. It's kind of like the, the bar and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a really pretty building, so we'll head up that way now.
Oh, he gave me a crate. All right.
Okay, I'm going to actually do that.
Hey, Homestead.
Sweet. So it's attached to that kind of the tallish tower over there, so we can head up that way. We have torches, we have light spells. Your first couple nights, your first 2 or 3 nights are going to be dark and dreary, and it will be exciting when you get a torch because it makes a huge difference. Kind of like Minecraft. It will be, because I'm just looking at Bilbo's comment. So the
Pretty.
darkness is a huge factor in the game, and we're not afraid to kind of force those players to have a couple dark nights to appreciate getting things. Druid's got an awesome vision spell that we're going to hopefully mess around with soon, and then in addition we the torches work really well, but I know it's not fun for the stream, but I think we're
No, it's fine.
make through it.
We give them plenty of darkness.
It's got this really cool cadence too, where I find, generally speaking, I'll make that first gold in about my first 30 minutes or so of playing, which a lot of times, then you look, did I start in the very early morning? Because now I have another 30 minutes. I could buy a bag and exponentially grow my wealth. Or, if it's getting towards night, I need to buy a torch now. So it's pretty cool. But yes, there's light spells, light things, but scary for that first couple of nights, I think, is great. It also blocks you off from areas. We've seen players already that they've gone up to areas they shouldn't go to, and they're like, "Oh, this is too dark. I'm gonna come back," and so it's worked great.
Yeah, right now, if you're in a cave that has is unlit, it's literally pitch black. The overworld has a bit of brightness. You can if you say you might have missed it because of my spam, because it's all shared right now. But if you say order, you'll restart her text, because we can just do another little delivery, get some more cash.
Okay, yes. Barion's order just came up. I need to get it to a shop. Would you be a dear and take it? I'll take it.
Perfect. So let's go do that. And we'll see
I'm gonna follow you. So what level? What do you think the level progression is gonna feel like? In terms of how many levels per hour session?
It's tough because like I actually play this game a ton, but like we're all like EQ vets on top of this. It's like my game, and I know all the little tricks and little X things. So I'll play test with my brother a bunch and stuff like that, and we get up to 8 in like maybe like 10 to 12 hours.
Okay.
But we've had people, we have a little alpha program, so we've had some really amazing testers, like dedicated, awesome testers come in, and we've had people on the island put in like, 60, 70, 80 hours, just like absolutely just trying to eke out any amount of content that they can. So, yeah, it's going to be slow. It'll probably be similar to P99, but I think if you're brand new, obviously your first character is going to be a lot slower, and then you'll figure out all the little tricks. Like there's some quests that you and I could go do in Leon, for example, if we were really trying to min-max. Like those guys, like I'm sure Nick is like, out leveling us right now.
Very likely.
Because in the main city, right? There's a lot more to do, a lot more action, a lot more. But I kind of like that there's a difference. Right? The Druid experience is different, but I like that, and we like imbalance. This isn't a PvP game, so we plan on having things wildly unbalanced in terms of class power, in terms of starting, experiences. We don't have to have things balanced, which is I think it's such a freeing thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like you were saying earlier, that then plays into the whole alt sort of. Not only do you get a different experience in terms of the environment and NPCs that you're dealing with, but by picking a new class, you can get a definitively different experience.
Totally. How much money do you have?
I think I
Probably not
was
gold
at
yet.
5 silver.
Okay. We'll kill some rats in the darkness.
Yeah, not to totally belabor that or anything, but in our we're seeing getting to level 8 and in that 15 to 20 hours ish range. So it's feeling really good. That's a beefy amount of content when you consider then rolling in on another class as well.
We won't be able to kill these, I think, at right now. So we got to finish off level 1. So we should probably just go back to the newbie yard and pound out some stuff while we're talking.
Okay.
I only know because who was it? I think it was Stylistic and I were playing a couple druids, and man, those plague rats just wrecked us. So we'll go out, try and make some money, try and get some XP.
Cool. Hey, Zoidberg.
Watch out for their emissive glowing eyes.
End game doesn't exist yet, so we're gonna figure that out as we go.
Yeah, I'll be happy to show you that, Zoidberg, in 2035 or so. So I will tell you, I think you kind of are aware of this in the Lantern community and everything, but we are building out first a test island, kind of the full experience in kind of an isolated area that we're looking to build out kind of 1 through 12-ish content on. It would probably get you a little higher than that. So we're starting there, and then we'll start building out everything else. But when you're asking like when it comes to rating and grouping and things of that nature, it will be stuff that we're constantly thinking about and working towards. We want to make really compelling, fun adventures that you go on as you're leveling up and not just racing towards the end game, though, and really highlighting that group content. I'm also a huge fan, and my most fun times in EverQuest, it's when it's like me and 1 or 2 of my buddies and we're doing things we should not be able to accomplish. So figuring out and building solid comps around that, I think, should be a lot of fun.
Right on.
I got a bear going, although I'm kind of low mana, so this might be irresponsible.
There's also tons of rare spawns. Most creature types have some very rare loots on them as well, so it's a lot to find. Everything's a little slot machine.
Nothing wrong with that. Actually, quite enjoyable.
You can loot those couple if you can see their bodies.
Yeah. Well, I can see their tags. Did she actually buy this off me last time?
Yeah, I think she bought it for 1 copper or something depressing. Okay, I'm gonna med a second.
Yeah, same. Is there a hotkey for sit? I hit X and it didn't. That's
F.
usually what F.
F
Okay.
is in sit.
S is in.
Yeah, find a spot to sit. Like I said, we have some pretty wild hotkeys. I don't know why.
I think it's fall. It's controlled fall.
Yeah. So it's if you do /time, it's 2 a.m. in game time, and at around 4 you start to get really pretty morning light. So we should be able to make it to morning, and then we have a couple things that we can do to make our vision better before it gets night again.
Boom! Nuked them.
Nice.
Good job.
Gonna medicine.
No way.
Feeling confident, I see.
Oh, we've got plenty of mana. We should be. Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Oh,
Oh god,
There's-
I have nothing I can do. So
Nah, he's fine. We're good.
he's
He's
running.
dead.
Yeah, class-wise, we have cleric, paladin, mage, necro, shaman. What am I missing?
Druid.
Druid. Oh yeah.
Us.
LOL. And we have like a enchanter made but not tested really. So yeah, we have a lot of casters, not a lot of melee, because we have some really neat non-EQ ideas for melee that we want to do, but it's a bit of it's a bit of server back-end work, so I'm always the bottleneck on that stuff. So these guys have been crushing it, making amazing, awesome spells for all our casters. But with the melee stuff, a lot of it, if we want an archery system or something like that, I have to sit down and code that. So all the neat, interesting new mechanics are kind of holding us back. You can kind of see, um,
That eye over there?
Yeah.
Scary
We'll,
eyeballs in the distance.
We'll fight as we head over that way. I got a Knoll coming in.
Yeah.
Building is not part of the world. We showed it off last stream. You can build, and it's all real time. It's all shared, and it all works. But it's not really the focus of a game like this. We'd love to. We're gonna have dynamic elements, I'd say, because it's a blocky world. I think there's a lot of neat opportunities where you'll have to build a bridge to go over a certain area, or things like that, where we can have dynamic areas in the game. But building is definitely not a focus, at least for the initial game.
Yeah, I think for us, it's more like a means for us to actually have a scale of the game we want without necessarily killing ourselves on the complexity.
So, these are quest items, so that's why I can't loot them?
Oh, you might. It's not letting you right now.
Yeah.
Does it give you a message?
It gave me a message earlier, I think.
You gotta camp out. I think.
Okay, let me do that.
There's something, and I can explain how it happens so that you can be conscious of it. It's just a bug we found. But I'll explain when you get back in.
Cool.
Believe it or not, Bilbo, the craft is going to come from crafting. So there's lots more to come there. But yeah, there's all those systems we still have to figure out and play with, so we're not going to be able to show them off today. Yeah, we are going to have a huge focus on crafting. It's going to be wildly important to the game.
Okay.
Part of that is, in a way, if you see, we talked about this a little bit in the stream, you can see some of the mushrooms around in the world. So that's part of our resource hubs. That would be something that you could get. And most games either have set spawn points or randomization in an area. We actually use voxel rule sets to define that. So the mushroom, for example, says I'm a mushroom. I'm going to spawn 500 of me. I'm only going to spawn on grass. I'm only going to spawn where there's one voxel taller than me adjacent to me. So you'll never see one in the middle of a field. It's always going to grow up against a rock or against a ledge, but otherwise it's completely random. So you have to go out and look for them following those voxel rules that you can interpret. So that's an example. Something like the invisible walls in EQ or the one-way walls. I could see that being a cool dynamic voxel system. Break down those walls, bomb them like you would in Zelda and things of that nature. So definitely something we want to play with, but getting those core group of mechanics in first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's essentially like we have so much content and stuff like that, but we're really honestly, we're still in tech demo phase. There's lots of tech stuff we need to figure out, lots of bugs, lots of unknowns. I invited you. So there's there's a ton of playable content. Like I said, definitely tens of hours of content, and you can go through and have a great time, but it's still just so early in so many ways. Massive systems that still need to be made from the ground up and stuff like that. But so it's just staying ahead of how good our artists and builders and content guys are is a real challenge.
Yeah, it's when you're able to make content that looks this cool at the rate that you guys are doing it, I don't see how you don't. You know what I mean? It's like, why wouldn't you?
Totally, yeah. Like Modest can think of a mob, have it made, and then pass it off to Kyle or Skeeter, and they put it in the game, add sounds, add animations, and do whatever. And we've had some times where we'll just add a mob in, 2 or 3 hours, and that's a sign of our tools and our workflow and stuff like that. And it's very exciting. Like snakes are a perfect example. It's again, I guess it's starting to get a bit light, but these were just, Modest was in the mood and made snake, and Kyle came in and added some sounds, and it's all, I don't know, it's really rewarding.
Very
Our
nice.
name's Snacks in the data.
I see you got the snake in front of you. There's a chance, some boys.
They are cute
They have
also.
lots of fun attacks. But
I-
yeah, to give you kind of a
Probably bugged myself again if I had to guess. I saw a red message pop up said, you do not have permission to loot this.
Oh,
That's the one
that no corpse will be bugged. This one over here, so you should be good from now on.
Okay,
What it is that if you back up while clicking something, while you're in the loot thing, it gets into this weird state. I know exactly how to fix it, but essentially, if you move while clicking an item, it closes the loot window, and so when it requests to loot that item, it just causes a weird condition. And I know how to fix it, I just haven't. So as long as you stay still, pretty much when you're looting, it's hard to cause it.
Okay, I will be conscious of that.
It's good for the other guys to know too, because it's kind of a brutal bug. It bugs your whole inventory and you have to camp out.
I'm so sorry, Nick.
So you can see these little guys over here now.
Sick. I got a buckler off the lurch, I believe
Man.
You want a
Look at
buckler?
you. No, you look great. You can't see how great you look.
Well,
but I
maybe
can see
that's
it.
better for you to have it then, because I can't see how great I look. Here, check that.
No, well, no, there's no way to give it to me. So you.
What?
Yeah, you can see
Sucker.
it there.
Plus, I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we won't pull these.
Oh, you can
guys.
see it like on your window right there.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
technically-
I saw it
but
there. That looks dope.
The
not
worst
as-
part is it's got the wrong graphic.
Yeah.
You have a steel lion shield from Leon
okay.
that you shouldn't have.
If you didn't say anything, nobody would have known.
Right?
It's like being
Yeah,
in a
let's-
play. If you make a
Right.
mistake, just
Let's try and hit 2 here.
One thing we didn't really pay credence to, and you might be noticing, is you're running around in this area, but I think you'll more if you see areas you were familiar with before. It's just we had a huge topography change too. The entire island, has been redone. It has mostly the core shape, but the water level's been dropped 8 voxels, and everything's been redone there. It's been a ton of work that Tightness and the rest of the team did, getting us on a new, faster workflow and everything. So pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, Titan took a look at my really boring kind of topology for the islands. Said we need more like verticality and overhangs and caves, caverns and coves and all these C words, I guess. And he went and just did an amazing job. So you'll see as we leave the Druid area and head towards Leon, it looks awesome.
poor guy.
Oh, this is really pretty time of day right now.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. So the previous discussion is interesting one for me, because we've actually been talking a good bit on 2 topics that we hit on tonight. But the most recent one with regards to art and content, and then that moving ahead at one rate, and then sort of continuing to hit core systems and things like that. Or actually, you didn't say core systems. Oh no! Did you attack a bunny?
I did. I'm sorry. You have to listen to his horrible cries of pain.
Cover your ears. Earmuffs, everybody. Also, I don't want to be near you.
I might need a heal, actually.
The bunny's gonna kill you?
Yeah, it is. You're gonna let it happen, aren't you?
No, I swear I'm clicking the button. You can see it on stream.
Oh, there we go.
Now I'm gonna get bad bunny faction. Ugh.
Maybe
So,
the bunnies
I won't
are an
look.
invasive species. Anyways, you were talking about the cadence of content versus tech and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I mean that's one of those things that we talk about a good bit, and here, let me sit as well. Yeah, it's I'll be honest, it's challenging, right? because we've got a team that I think is very well equipped on the design and tech side, and we're just now getting to a point where, after some iteration with contractors to try to work through an art style, we've found an art house that's really got us pretty amped, right, on the character side, and then we've just brought on board an artist who is playing with us, actually, Pattis, who's helping with environment art, and we're getting some NPC art in from Zukin, and so we're getting there, but it's still, in my mind, like, very much, it's all experimental in pursuit of getting the art style locked before we go into a broader production, and potentially scaling that just through the art house or
Totally, you gotta nail your look and feel and know what you're aiming for before you up all of your procedures and all of your pipelines and stuff like that. So I totally get that. And like I just completely understand. This game struggled for years with like an identity crisis. Are we going to be a full like AAA 3D MMO, or are we going to be more of like a pixely old EQ style? I know you and Nick know that style from you guys have been following me for a long time. But yeah, that stuff, you guys finding that look and feel for how high poly or low poly do we want our playable races and our mobs to be, and how does it fit the world and all of that. And I get it. Those are really, really tough decisions that you guys got to make.
And then on the other side of that as well, there's a part of me, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, but there's a part of me, after sort of the experiences I've had working on games over the years, that I really wanted to continue to have us be as focused as possible on design, and not just our foundational systems, but how we want to like iterate those systems and sort of maybe take them in new directions before making a bunch of content that's not how do I say it? It's essentially, in my mind, for where we're at with our project, it's just not necessary, right? It's like, I'd rather be spending the time like we put a system in, make one of those things or make a couple of them, and if it's something where it's like we need to do more of this to examine whether or not the workflow is worth a shit, or what are we learning from making a thing each time.
Totally, and we're a little guilty of that. Like we always say, like originally this island was supposed to just be Leont and an old dungeon, and then like we had some ideas here and there, maybe a Druid starting area, but because I'm kind of lagging behind, this island has turned into this super rich experience that people can probably do up till 20, and it's exactly that. Every time we add a piece of content, is it just adding it for content's sake, or are we actually moving along our game or workflow or figuring something out? And we're probably at the border where we don't need to add more things to the island because we're not learning any new lessons or moving anything forward. But I mean, why not, I guess.
Yeah, well, and I mean, you guys aren't going to be changing art style radically. You're not changing lore radically or anything like that, right? I mean, you're building stuff that in theory could be production, or like basically for the final product.
Totally. Yep. Yeah, exactly. When we add a new particle effect or a new mob type or a new whatever, none of that is lost for sure. Man, it's nice to have daylight.
Yeah. What's the cycle time? It felt really nice.
60 minutes.
60 minutes.
So it's, yeah, and it's pretty cut. Like it's pretty like 30-30. We can wiggle with that stuff a bit. Night, as you see, is like absolutely savage. But even now, I think probably we'll have enough where you'll be able to get a torch, and if not, then it will be after we do these plague rats.
These little details are so good.
Yeah, 100%.
You'll see some people have better aim than others too if you look around for arrows and trees.
Random arrows and trees. Nice. Really, really good.
Yeah, to Bilbo's question, it plays really like EQ. It's tab target, it's slow paced, it's more strategic. Spells cost a ton of mana. There's a downtime, there's camping, like mechanically, it plays like EQ, and I know I'm ultra biased, but man, does it feel good to play a game like this versus the alternatives. It feels very familiar and awesome.
Yeah.
So it definitely the combat plays a ton like EQ.
Yeah,
Oh, you found it over.
it's. I know we harp on this a lot on the stream, so I don't necessarily just want to be completely repetitive, but it's just. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep clicking on it. It's a different kind of game, and I just think it's so silly that there aren't more of these. I think, who knows, maybe we'll see more of these, but this pace and, like you said, just like a classic rhythm on a tab target, pull, sit here, camp items, all of that stuff is, I don't know, it just feels great.
Totally, and the game's really, really hard. There's nothing that bores me more than having zero danger, and even like the leashing and stuff. Again, I know we're on the same page with this, but man, you make a mistake, which we'll probably be doing very shortly. You pay for it. Like yesterday, I was playing on my Necro for a bit and feeling like a baller. Got my new pet, and push your luck just a tiny bit, and you just get demolished, which is like right where we want it. All right, so we're gonna try one of these things. It's probably gonna be pretty hard, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be okay. See, I got resisted already.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to put in
them.
some. So that actually went well. We're gonna have to put in some type of leashing, just because this is a giant seamless world. Like it does. There's no zone lines in our case, so we will have to put some limits to things. Right now you can bug it out. If you drag a mob from here, you could technically drag it all the way to Leont if you wanted to, and then so there's some definite gaps in that system. But
you could add player deceleration from being winded and animal acceleration from being amped. It's about to eat you.
Right, something like that.
It's like if you pull it far enough, it's gonna get you.
Implement and ship.
Right now mobs move a bit faster than players too, so again, if you make a mistake and pull a couple, you're pretty screwed. Hopefully we'll see some of that in a bit when we meet up with the other guys.
Remove leasing. Mob leasing.
Yeah, it's something that we want to avoid, but if EQ, this is a problem that some of the projects trying to make a contigenous Norath are having as well. You have to do something, and EQ would technically have that leashing. So I think about them in those dungeon spaces and things like that. So if you have kind of choke points and large enough boundaries, I think you can make it work and not feel as gamey. So because I don't think any of us like a lot of the games are your encounter locked and you pull them way far away and now they run back to their spot, passing everybody on their way, so
yeah,
always a balancing act there.
Yeah, I hate the aggressive leashing in games these days, where if you back away 20 feet, you can kind of reset, and man, talk about making the world not feel dangerous.
Yeah.
But from a technical standpoint, that would be a dream. I would love that.
Premature? No.
No, you're good. Oh, you know what we should go do though? We can train meditate skill, which is probably going to be important pretty soon.
Okay, cool.
But it's an investment because it costs a bit of money. So
Is it more important to us in this situation than a torch?
no,
Because it's gonna be night again.
it'll be night again, and we'll regret it.
It's gonna be night again, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
If I know how the world works.
That was an annoying one. How many of those thingies do you have? We need 4 each.
I totally forgot that we even needed these.
2.
Damage red skin.
Yeah, the little spirally ones.
Cool. I forgot we were on a quest. I'm such a
Yeah.
grinder.
Well, I like this, right? There's another little quest after this one that we're doing, and I like chilling out in the spot and killing these rats. It doesn't bother me. I could do this all day.
Exactly. Because it doesn't really require me to be awesome. It just requires me to be dedicated.
Totally. Put in the time.
There's a question about the music.
We should share a link
Hmm.
to Tony's stuff. I don't know if you have one handy,
I-
Kyle.
Yeah,
but,
give me 1 second.
I
We have an
just closed the
amazing-
SoundCloud.
yeah, we have an amazing musician who we've been working with who really just understands what we're trying to do. And you know, you've been listening to this music here, which is great. But the Leont theme is amazing, and he's working on the theme right now, which I'm loving. And just even like the vendor music and the attack music, he understands the goal. So yeah, we've
sure.
been really lucky to be working with him, and he's incredibly talented. Works on other indie projects and stuff like that, so we were lucky to find him.
Bilbo, thank you very much. Yeah, so I logged into Leont when I was getting set up yesterday, and the music blasted me immediately, and I was inspired to adventure.
Good. Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing track. So this is actually, I don't know if you probably don't know the music too well, but this is actually a dialed down version. It's the same melody, but just kind of like
Reprisal.
yeah. So it's really cool. So it kind of has that cohesiveness, because this is like, you know, this area is still associated with the whole Leont area. So
You should still also encounter a couple of other tracks, depending on how far out you go on your adventure, but there are still out there. So as well as just a ton of ambient sounds and kind of a rich soundscape going on around you that you'll encounter more and more of, including some truly horrifying areas. So
Okay.
but again, it's one of those content things where, you know, we have massive plans to have a dozen starter cities, and we want a dozen, you know, amazing soundtracks that, you know, people can listen to and go, oh man, does that ever remind me of being a dwarf or being a dark elf or stuff like that. So Tony's got his work cut out for him, for sure.
Well, okay, so you're saying this one, so this is the same track, just sort of chilled out, right? And then
Exactly.
when you come in before, like I'm looking at the water, and it's like do 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 do. Yeah, so
Exactly. Yep.
yep, it's good.
Yeah, we'll head over to Leont at some point before we go on an adventure, I'm sure. No plague rats, so I guess let's go with some of these PHs. Should be easy.
Folks that are in here, if you haven't already, be sure to follow the category. When I started the stream, I started in the usual game development and game and software development category, but they've got their own category set up already. Be sure to follow it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that would be that'd be excellent. We'll have a picture soon, but apparently I'll link the game on here if anybody would like to follow it. Apparently there was some security things, so currently the images are locked down, so we're waiting on that restriction.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's go. I saw your inventory. Let's go sell while we're chatting here.
Okay. I have to ask you guys what the process was like. Cool. There you are.
So keep your your spirally things and sell everything else, I guess.
So I was looking at this priest, and they have a very, they kind of, with the hair, I immediately thought of, am I just imagining it? Was it Bebop or Rocksteady?
I mean, you could ask Modest, I'm not sure.
Which
where
one now?
all of his inspiration came from. He was looking at the ogre, the visiting priest of Yanis.
Oh,
With the purple mohawk.
No, that's just a happy accident, actually, in terms of that reference.
But yeah, when we're done or when we need a break or something, you'll have to quickly go on to the character creator because you can kind of, spin them around and look at all the different hair,
Nice.
the different body types and stuff like that. So the ogres are looking awesome. So you have enough for a torch, it looks like. Just
Yeah.
barely.
I will say this: I like goober ogres. Like,
Oh yeah, the dopier the better.
yep.
The dopier, the better.
But scratch pending.
Oh, gotta do it. Gotta
Sorry,
do it.
yeah, Bilbo. A lot of those, UI niceties we're hoping to have in short, and will be a focus of kind of phase 3, getting that stuff in. I'd love to get dropping objects on your character image to pop them in, and right-clicking on a loot to bring it into your inventory and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, any UI stuff that seems annoying, you can probably bet that we already have it in the backlog somewhere. And there's a ton of that stuff, but there is a lot of clicking right now. When you die and you have 8 bags and 15 pieces of gear on you, it's it's like a minute or 2 to loot your body, which is not really that fun. Jeez, guy wrecked me. Oh, I do have a buff I should be giving us.
That's the first one I've seen. Is he fairly rare or no?
Yeah, the albino, I think he is.
Okay.
But I'll say that, and another one will pop instantly, I'm sure.
Well, we
For
had
the
that happen
most
with
of
the Ancient Cyclops one night, so it happens.
Oh, nice.
It's a good idea to jinx yourself in those situations.
Hmm.
But like, there's enough people making content, and there's enough content that I am playing the game and finding new things and figuring new things out. Like, I don't have everything in the game figured out. A lot of times I'll get some item, it'll say quest on it, I'll have no idea what it's used for, so it's been fun for me to be able to, have some adventures.
That's a nice feeling.
It is, because like, I know that at the end of the day, like, I won't get to experience this game with fresh eyes. But at least I'll have your game to be able to experience with fresh eyes.
Yeah, vice versa. That's it's a nice coincidence. I'll be honest, because it is kind of a shame when you've been watching the sausage get made the whole time.
Right? Alright, more peaches. You have 4 of those things yet, or?
Nope, 3 still. But I have a torch.
Nice. Then you'll have to make decisions on AC versus light, but I'm pretty sure I know which one will win.
Yeah, I'm cool with. Oh.
I'm gonna buy a torch too, I can almost afford one. That will help. Yeah, some of our alpha testers have scoured every inch of the island, every little trick and every quest and every whatever. There was one guy who, this is really designed to where the end is right now, especially is maybe 8 to 10. And then we had a guy that leveled to, I want to say, 26 by killing, vendors and trainers and other NPCs around and quest givers and all this stuff. So, pretty hilarious.
Nice.
So, we're literally adding faction to these things. We're adding, so that they social, he's finding all these essentially exploits that we're then having to patch up. So it's fun when the alpha testers are forcing us to keep on our toes. Or they find a quest that's repeatable, something like that. It wasn't supposed to be, where you can hand in some, essentially run between two quest givers and get unlimited experience, that kind of stuff.
Right. Right.
I'm low mana, but you probably are good to go.
Yeah. Last time he took a little while, didn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, it really just depends, but
Yeah.
I'm at 30. So we have this quest, we have one more after this, and then we probably can start thinking about heading over and meeting up with the crew. What
Okay.
level are you guys, Kyle?
We are mostly what I'm 2 modest. Where you at?
Oh, good stuff.
I'm about halfway through too.
Oh, that makes me feel better. I thought we were slacking here, but we're doing okay. We're like
All guys around 2.
25% through 2.
Nick is 8% to 3. So yeah, we're looking good.
Nice.
We're gonna take on. We just found a rare spawn too. So
Are you at the bandits still?
no, we triggered a massive trapdoor spider. We're pretty excited
Oh,
about.
nice.
Probably gonna wipe super hard. We'll see how it goes.
Is he yellow to you guys? I think he's yellow.
Yeah.
Triggered a trapdoor spider. Sounds fun.
Yeah, he's scary.
Look at that big boy. All right.
What do you gain when you get a level? Mana, HP, ability to buy and train some new spells, skills, and stuff like that. Like I said, we're really, even though there is a lot of content, we really are just like, that's the number one question we get is like, yeah, we see that you can like make an EQ type game, but you know, what are you gonna do that's different? And we're still trying to put this base down. So that we can do some different stuff, and you know, I'll be working on something, and then all of a sudden, like, we ran into performance problems where, like, in certain areas the game was running really bad. So then we, you know, took 2 weeks or 3 weeks and did like just sat there, profiled the game, fixed all of the crazy problems, and you know, and then essentially doubled the FPS. And but you know, that takes 2 or 3 weeks to kind of do a performance pass, and then I had a bunch of weird network stuff where I was dropping packets every once in a while. It took me 2 or 3 weeks to figure that out, and you know, that just bumps everything out, and those are obviously important things, but that's kind of the rhythm we're in. I'm essentially a bottleneck for everything, so
Well,
it's definitely tough.
yeah. I mean, it's familiar.
Yeah, that's fair. If anybody understands, it would be you guys for sure. It's tough.
That's
Sorry,
it.
we just have to celebrate. We got the kill and we got the rare.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Who won it? You had a /random. This game is only first person. Yes. And that being said, like, you know, right now we have a really horrible implementation of a paper doll in the inventory screen. It's super tiny, super grainy. It looks awful. When you go out to character select, it looks much better. So we're gonna do. We realize people want to be able to see how badass they look. So we are thinking about that, and we are gonna figure out a way to allow players to kind of look at themselves, but try the game. I think you'll see how incredibly compelling it is first person.
Yeah.
I think it really works for this style game, and once we get into some dungeons and stuff like that, it really just plays well.
Yeah, very well. The torch looks lit. Perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah, we do want you to be able to see your, you know, we understand that that's super important to everybody seeing and interacting with their character and the cool customization you can do with the cool layering system and everything. Field of view is an interesting question, so right now it sits at its default. We do play with that from time to time, and may start putting in sliders that we can test with, you know, floors and get a feel for that. So right now we're locked in build. In Unity, I
Yeah,
can do whatever I
yeah.
want.
We actually were just talking about field of view the other day and talking with the lantern guys and asking them what they've learned, what they know from EQ and stuff like that. So we'll probably it's what Kyle said. We'll find the ranges that make sense and don't break the gameplay, and then we'll probably allow you to wiggle it around a bit. But you'll never be able to get out to fisheye, 200 or anything.
Sword and Board, my day job is in virtual reality. So accessibility options and stuff are very important, and what's comfortable to people. Any kind of camera shake, bobbing, things of that, we'll definitely include as many of those things as we can as options moving forward. So as long as we're not hurting the core gameplay, we definitely like those accessibility options.
Yeah, and to be clear, there's 0 head bob if in this game. If Sean just lets go of the mouse, looks forward, and presses W, it is liquid smooth, no bob. I hate head bob, so there's none of that in the game right now.
So someday when he wakes up and I've implemented it, I will definitely have a toggle to turn that on and off.
Yeah, originally,
we like what we can put in, throw under toggles and experiment with. So never assume we've got the right idea right out the gate. Look at those banners blowing in the beautiful fog. It's beautiful. Briar's Rise is looking nice.
Yeah, it looks great.
It will be a little bit more populated. They have live music coming next phase, so expect more people hanging out and jamming out here at the Briar's Rise in the near future.
Cool.
How's your inventory? I know you have your quest items now.
It's slammed. Got quest items.
Let's hand in your 4 things before we mess that up, and then we can should be able to go back to the trainer and get another quest and see if we can afford meditate. I'm gonna buy it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say these days I'm rarely in first person, but within the first couple of minutes just playing, it feels supernatural and it's great. And I remember when we played last time we were in a dungeon, it was really nice.
Yeah, it does. I'm the same way. So I try and scroll out to see myself because I play EQ, right? So I try and do that. Probably once every 10 minutes. I'm trained like everyone else is to want to have that extra field of view around you, but when you're in a dungeon and you actually have to physically turn around to watch your back or you hear something, it's pretty immersive.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, we've talked about this a lot in the last stream, but if you're designing a third-person game, it really affects how you're building your world. Entrances, doorways, dungeons, and things like that. It can really affect that if you're going third person first.
Absolutely.
We want these really tight, cramped, horrible spaces, and we might be able to show some of those off in a bit here. But
Fantastic. Yeah, it's funny because whenever I'm running around in our game, especially as we're getting closer to getting the actual player character in, it's with the realization of how big that blue capsule is. It's so huge, honestly. It's everything's gonna look so weird when we get a player character in.
yeah, well, that's what you were talking about earlier. You got to figure out do those tests and figure out the scale, and before you commit to pumping out anything. So I get it. Already dusk. You can give them stacked too if you want.
Oh, can you? Okay.
But that's I don't blame you. When you played, that wasn't the case. That's probably why you're doing that.
Well, and I was my first experience at SOE was customer service, and so I'm very careful about.
That's really good. Yeah, there's ways to have trainers eat or quest people to eat items, but it's pretty rare. Like if you just hand this dude your torch, for example, or something, he'll say, "I don't need this," and give it back to you.
Yeah, I noticed that with the other thing earlier.
P99, where they say, "Oh, thanks for the torch." And you lose the item. Okay, do you happen to have 3 silver? Is the question.
I do.
Okay, let's go get our meditate.
Okay. That's what I look like. No, wait, he's got more hair.
Yeah, he looks a little more like George Lucas.
He looks taller than George Lucas.
Yeah.
George Lucas came by Sony once while I was there. Did not realize how small he was.
Really? Oh man, whenever you see him on TV, he looks just like a huge man. Like I thought he was like, 6'2" or something.
I might be mistaken. I could have sworn he was tiny, but I could be full of shit. I didn't get up. The new movies had just come out, so I refuse to acknowledge them.
It's funny. Okay, so this guy has a quest for you, and I don't think I can do this one. I think this is a Druid only dealio. Originally, he said, "Come back to me when you're stronger," so you're stronger. Spoiler.
He's handsome though, with that hair and that
Oh yeah, with that, yeah, absolutely handsome.
5'6". Okay, well that's not. I don't want to make anybody feel bad. That's not too bad, guys.
I like I said, I thought he was 6'2", so you were right.
I'm 6'2".
I'm also 6'2". Well, 6'1" and a bit.
I'm 6'5".
Are you actually 6'5"?
I am.
What the fuck?
Why?
Camera. Just happened. I don't know.
Wait, in real life or virtual reality?
No, real life. I'm 6'5".
Okay.
Oh damn.
Is virtual reality smaller for you?
He only plays gnomes.
It's weird whenever I have first person and I'm playing like an exceptionally short character.
It feels good though, right? Whenever I like playing gnomes because I get to be silly and whimsical instead of tall and freaking grumpy.
Tall and grumpy.
My dad's a halfling guy, so I get that. And he's just as tall as me.
Nice. Oh, I need to actually read this. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wait. He's turning. Was it? Down by the river, some windswept lurches have lay aground by the coast. They uncommonly carry a substance known to the Druids as sunfleck. We have discovered that when used with other types of evocation, this substance will forge magical properties to our jewelry and trinkets. Go collect a sample and I will bind it to a ring for you. Hell yes. Let's go get some lurches.
Go get some rings.
Let me ask him about lurches. I want to find out more.
Smart.
We call them lurches, and little is known of their origin. We believe them to be non-sentient, but they certainly show more signs of life than one would think. Some even use our language as a means to communicate their hostility towards us. Son of a bitch. Our current study on them shows that the trees grown in these forests are actually energizing them. Be wary when you see them. Okay. Rad.
Sounds pretty sketch. We'll have to check it out.
That's who said I'm 5'4". I think I'd fall over while playing a 12 character in VR.
Alright, back into the darkness we go.
Short characters do feel a lot faster.
Totally.
Which honestly is kind of counter to my experience. Like usually I have this like casual walk and I get really far ahead of my wife without even trying. Who is a bit shorter.
The other thing we can do sometime, we should probably do before we leave this area with the other
Oh,
guys.
you just got attacked, dude.
Get attacked, because you're... Oh, this guy's wrecking. Oh, I'm gonna die. He's yellow. You don't get you should just... Well, you won't get attacked because you're a druid, so just let me die.
Okay.
I'm talking.
I was wondering why he was going after. I totally forgot about that.
Well, R.I.P.
I'll stand here as a beacon to your corpse.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. He looks so nice though. Look at him. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
He's nice to you, not nice to me.
That bear did look really fast, and not because he was short.
Oh, the bears. I think these guys have them set to really fast. If you get aggroed by a bear, you're screwed.
Oof.
We don't have any Spirit of Wolf type spell yet, but I imagine he'd be faster than that. Okay, so
Nice.
I guess I gotta pay attention.
Ryle, 7'1" is that's some legit height. Here, I'm gonna turn my big ass head off so people can see the torch.
Alright, I'm conning as I come over here, but now I'm kind of scared. I don't want to cheat and use my GM tricks.
Yeah, we
Bear is
got him right here.
close. Yeah. I head up a little wider here. Alright, let me know if he approaches us. I'm going to try and quickly loot my body. Luckily, I don't have much.
It says he feels hate towards me. Really?
Yeah, he won't attack you because you're a druid. The con system's a little suspect. Okay, let's get away from that area so I don't kill myself again. And I'm going to med down at this bridge here.
All right. Oh man, you guys are going to be such the gateway. You're going to introduce so many young people to this wonderful style of game.
Yeah, we're hoping so, because it is you know, you guys talk about that. EQ is very serious, and it never got silly. Like, it always took itself seriously, which I really appreciated when I was younger. Like, there was always, you know, the lore and stuff like that. It wasn't like a silly game, and we want to keep the seriousness of the world, but like with the style we are, kind of it's tough sometimes. Like, we're saying how cute everything looks, how blocky and Minecrafty everything looks. So it's kind of these two things that are not battling each other, but it's kind of a neat little mishmash of a bunch of things. So we're curious to see what type of people we attract. We don't really know where that's gonna land.
I mean, EQ had a range, and I would say like classic through Velius. Like, I didn't feel like it got too serious until like later on, and some of that was like our fault, you know, when I was on the team, you know, fault. But I felt like it was sort of a mix of charming with some kind of cute but maybe unintentionally so elements within with enough serious on top of it to make it feel make you respect it, and you know, we took it seriously, but like when you see the chopped in half dwarves, they were.
That's what I mean. It was maybe not serious, but it's more grown up. While our aesthetic, if you see a screenshot, doesn't exactly mean like this is a grown up game. Like, depending on. So, you know, like I said, we're trying to figure out that dynamic in terms of like, you know, audience and things like that.
From a writing, yeah, but the audience part is kind of the big unknown, and I'm really hoping it'll like connect with people and they can fall in love with EQ like we did at that time. The tone I try to strike with it, writing a lot of it, is like 50% of the stuff is that high fantasy, almost corny, you know, with the two-part names, classic EverQuest, Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff. Love that kind of feel. Then I like 25% of it, kind of cute and goofy and playing up the graphics and having fun with those kind of things and being lighthearted, your Nillipusses and things like that. And then I like another 25% that juxtaposes our art style and gets dark and gets on some pretty serious, you know, and tragic tales as well. So I like running that gambit and stuff. So we've also, I don't know if we out there see, we've had injected some of our own local cryptids into the game and stuff like that. So a lot of personal stories in there too, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, our hope obviously is that someone who plays Minecraft knows nothing about, you know, MMOs or old school MMOs or anything, gives it a shot and finds there's this really neat, really difficult, really rewarding experience they can have. Obviously, that would be best case. And we haven't shown off any of this, but because it's built of this blocky world, we have all kinds of neat plans where it's very easy for us to do things. I've used this example before, so you've probably heard it. But as a druid, you can cast a very powerful HP buff, but you have to be standing beside a tree. So it
Oh,
checks
cool.
to see if there's a tree voxel near you, and then says, "Oh, there is," and then, or a mage can only, you know, summon their best water pet standing in water. Those things are very accessible to us, and then we'll make the player's abilities tied in with the world, make this awesome, neat, like interactive environment. So we have all kinds of awesome plans like that to allow the blocks to play a bigger role. You know, maybe druids literally regen 1 more HP a tick when they're sitting on grass, stuff like that. That would be
Mm.
easy, but would add so much to how the world feels. So
Yeah.
we're really pumped to get into some of that stuff where the voxels you're around or on or near start to play into your abilities.
That's fantastic. That sounds
Yeah.
like so much fun. I always it's something I even think about today. I always think back to playing the old Ultimas, and I loved how, you know, it's just they're little, and I mean there's not a lot of this, but they're little tiny rules baked into, you know, the aesthetic that when you look at it you're like, okay, well I know the difference between this type of water and that type of water. I know the cost associated with trying to maneuver, you know, through this terrain or that, and like taking it from the sort of wargaming kind of rules or whatever. Feels like there's so much more that could be done these days with that, despite 3D environments and all of it. That's really fun to hear that you guys are doing stuff like that.
Totally. Like that's some of the stuff that Minecraft has is like there's some rules to the universe, and then you learn those rules, and then you can figure out new things because the rules are so consistent. And EQ is good at that too, for the most part. So we want to put in some really neat, you know, rules into the game and some neat interactions, and then allow people to experiment and play with stuff and figure out that, oh, you know, I'm a druid, so I should be, anytime I'm around a voxel that kind of is naturey, like maybe I should see how this affects my spells or how I should blah blah blah. So we want to do some stuff like that.
I'm totally not thinking of ways to try to steal those ideas right now.
Well, I mean, we have so many things that we're trying to capture that I assume there'll be tons of overlap and tons of stuff. And, you know, I think Sitzel and Skeeter like know each other from earlier and stuff like that. I think they were talking about some things and some class ideas, or there was some story there where they were trying not to step on each other's toes, but I'm sure there'll be tons with that, and it's going to be really, really fun and really interesting to see what stuff is similar, which I'm sure there'll be a lot, because we have a lot of big picture goals that I think are pretty aligned, which is, you know, it's really fun. Like I said, it's great for me because I want to play that game, play the shit out of it.
So when we were talking about audience earlier, it's funny. You know, the last company I worked at, the horse adventure game company, you know, our audience was 99% female, like basically young girls under the age of, I mean, our median age, depending on the country, is like between 13 and 15, 16. And, you know, we did a lot of like surveys and data, like gathering data and stuff like that, because there's a unique market. But when they weren't playing our game, like their top games were, it was like us, on the lower end, Roadblocks would switch positions. Minecraft was always in there, and then GTA 5.
What, GTA 5? That's random.
No.
Yeah, no, I remember when I worked at GameStop, I was a manager there for years. And you'd be surprised, actually. Like, there was a lot of women that I particularly remember played Gears of War. Like, really liked Gears of War.
I was more just saying from the age more than
That is true.
more than the female. Is that like, man, I don't think my parents would have let me play GTA 5 at 13.
So you
That
take
is true.
the parents part out of it, right? Because I mean, how many parents actually do that these days? And you look at the fact that at that age range, they have they don't have cars. They don't have the ability to explore the real world in a way that they can there. So it gives them agency in a way that mimics what they're anticipating the world to be. You know, that kind of thing. So agency and discovery, and then, you know, the customization and all of that other stuff.
Gotcha.
But they really did enjoy adventure and exploration, things like that. And I think that agency and ability to, oh god, don't die.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god, I didn't target you.
It's okay.
bad.
I'm like talking and not paying attention. I deserve it. You got
I
this,
should have
guy.
just hit F2.
Ooh, you're not bound out there either, are you?
Oh yeah, I am. This is my second time dying. I
Oh.
made sure I bound right at the starting spot.
I thought I had you, man. Oh,
I thought you did too. And that while we were talking, I was watching him progress. And I'm like, we got this. We got this. We got. Oh god. we
No.
got it. Jeez, the last 7% on this guy. Oh, look at you. You barely made it out of that one.
yeah, that was definitely my fault. Anyways, yeah, I keep thinking I can't wait for that crew to see this game. When you
Awesome.
guys are ready, I'm definitely gonna. I would love to talk to you more about ways to potentially loop folk in from that audience.
Amazing. That's really, really cool. Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the content creators and folks that I know from that side of things would be really amped on it.
Sweet. Did you get your Sunfleck yet?
Oh shit! I don't even know if did I loot. That's you. I can't loot you. I
It looks
didn't.
like in your inventory.
Wait.
You don't have a
Oh, I
Sunfleck?
did.
Let's go hand that in, and then let's try and do our little. There's another little quest that we can do to get a infravision spell, which might go a long way in this game. Actually, I'm gonna meditate, not be silly.
Okay. That's it.
You do have other level 1 spells if you can afford them, but it's tough making money out here. It's much easier over at Leon.
Okay. Well, I've got this buckler too that I can sell. I've also
you have
got some.
a bit of cash.
Yeah.
You might be able to buy. I think you have an HP buff you can buy, so we can check that out on the way over too. But yeah, let's go do this other little quest. Go fight on our way out here.
He's holding a sword.
Yeah, let's kill him.
Yeah.
We'll funnel that money to you for your spells. Okay, I'm pulling. I don't have a ton of mana. I don't know how you're. Whoops! I just nuked myself. We'll see how this
Okay.
goes.
You nuked yourself almost makes up for me not healing you or hitting auto attack ever.
I think we're pretty screwed here, man.
Okay. Well, that happens. That spell's on cooldown, son.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm going down with the ship. It was hard not to. He had a sword.
Yeah, and I was just after I buffed both of us, I had no mana. That was
Oh
just
yeah, I guess we.
And then my first nuke, I nuked myself. So I'm actually gonna kill this guy, I think.
Oh nice.
So I'll leave that sword on the body there.
I honestly don't remember what direction.
Oh yeah, I'll come over. It's funny, I test a lot, right? So normally what happens is the first thing I do is I GM set the time to 10 a.m. So I almost did that. Because it's just, that's what my hands do. Like when it's dark and I'm testing, I just go, oh. So I'm glad I didn't do that there. Because I refuse to test in darkness.
There we are.
So yeah, it's just this way. I gotta make sure that I don't aggro this bear. You're fine, but I am not.
So what? So one more thing with first person. I don't feel quite as much like I'm naked.
Yeah, that's fair. You're not feeling it as much, except if you press I guess you probably feel pretty naked right now.
Okay. I was like, I don't feel as defeated now.
Yeah, that's actually really true. There's my first corpse. Plague rat. Alright, I'm just
Spawn NPCs around you shouting shame at you like a Cersei.
I was just picturing Tracker Bodil back there, just kind of looking at me and shaking his head with a smirk. Put some clothes on, loser.
Walking around in your underwear. So there's that bear. So there's my corpse number 2. Oh, there's another bear.
Is naked would be a great flag for the quest system. Add that to the list for hails when you're naked.
Corp a jazz man. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm gonna med a tiny bit here, and then we can actually I'm gonna buff you again. We can kill this one, and we can get to your body.
Cool.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm good, but we're gonna try this.
I should probably come up and help you with the whacking.
That's a great question, Kath. And it gets back to what I was mentioning, where we've got even more visible pieces than most do with our layering system. So it's really pretty impressive as every character is taking on and off equipment. It's layering together all of their materials and building that out, syncing it across everybody else around them, and working for all races all at once. So pretty incredible, but yeah, also gives us belt and necklace. So do you include that in the is naked? I'm not sure.
Jeez, this guy is being a real piece of work.
You want a tunic?
No, it's all you.
Thank you.
Don't think that gives a visible update, unfortunately, because it's like the crappiest cloth you can get.
That's fine. I'm not looking at me.
That's true. Alright, I see some daylight. Let's see if your corpse is easy to get to. And I don't know if that zombie would have rotted by now, but if he hasn't, there's a sword on him for you.
Hmm.
No, he hasn't rotted, but you're being corpse camped, so let's not do anything silly.
I do have a question while you're kind of delayed there. Have you gone to the Temple Briar
Oh my
Rise?
god, I wasn't paying attention.
It's alright,
Oh,
we
no.
got this, potentially. Yeah, we're both at 50.
Sorry I interrupted you.
No, I was just asking with your downtime if you guys had been to the top of Briar's Rise.
No, we should do that.
Get a nice view of the area that you're in.
Yeah, when it's not pitch black, we'll take in the scenery.
Wani, the music indicates that I have hit auto attack.
Oh no. Do you have any more nuke juice? Thank you. Ugh. Nasty. Life's hard as a couple of healers out here.
Yeah.
There is punching animations. Oh, not first person. Yeah.
Okay.
But I see you punching away.
Cool.
One day I'm sure we'll have that. Alright, so we'll get this guy that's camping your body, and then hopefully that corpse doesn't rot. I think it's 7 minutes, so we'll see. Might be tight.
So Pastor asks, do I have any skills or spells other than light sources or vision enhancements interplay with the light dark cycle? Like rogue sneak better, necros do a little more.
Yeah, definitely time of day stuff. We already have that, I would say, like, quotes, like, programmed into the to the web tool that we use to do all of our content generation. So definitely we want to have, different mobs up, time of day, spells that work at different times of day. The rogue sneaking shadows thing is something that has been brought up before, and we just have to figure out how possible that is to be server authoritative, knowing if something's actually in the shadows on the server side, things like that. But we've been talking about it.
Our light and dark does interact with our music system. You'll find a lot of places don't have music during the night, or maybe only rock out in the night, as well as other audio triggers that are only certain times and days. So we do plan on getting that plugged in with our spawning system and everything else as well.
So
And then eventually weather.
he just rotted, but the guy behind him's got a staff.
Okay, let's do that. I think it's because this guy that we killed was his respawn, so I guess timing-wise it does make sense. It's too bad. Yeah, loot your stuff. We will met up a bit, and then we can take that guy out.
Yeah, talking the overlap too. I think both Monsters and Memories and our team. It's a lot of P99 overlap too.
Hmm.
So we get to kill King Tormax together and talk about game design. So it's always good.
It's very cool.
Appropriate since our leader, Pacadus, who I am obligated to say is LFG. But Pacadus, I want to congratulate him. Just finally shipped the last DLC for Wasteland 3. Much critical acclaim. So.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, congrats to the In Exile guys.
Sweet.
Yeah, so now you can get back to running the guild, right?
Alright, you can loot that pretty staff, see if it's an upgrade. Should be. Our starter weapons are pretty garbo.
Everything's an upgrade, and you're starting on the bottom.
You'll have to redo your melee skills, but that should be pretty fast. Let's go hand in that Sunfleck, and then we'll do our other little quest I want to do before we leave, and then we can meet up with those guys.
Cool.
Do a little bit of a harder content with 6-man or something. Are you guys all 3 now?
Yeah, I just hit 3.
Okay. We're like 2.5-ish. I'm gonna tag this one. He's got a dagger for me. Or no, I guess I'm a cleric. Never mind. Dagger for you, so you can sell it for spells. loot all that. We'll take a peek at this little area. It's one of my favorite little spots in the game, just like aesthetically. So I want to poke over there. I don't think we'll have time today, but it's this really cool cove, and there's something going on here. I don't know what. I don't know who these coalition guys are and what they're trying to do, but looks a little suspicious to me. But I love this little area so much. It's a good like orc camp type feel. Just sit here and grind.
Hmm.
Base camp. Wonder what that guy has to say.
Captain Ravis says, "See your way out of here. Our expedition has been granted all necessary permits from the Coalition and its client. Do not interfere with our activities here." And what if I do interfere?
Nice.
Oh.
You leave us no choice. Flee or perish.
I think he's a little too hard for us, but maybe,
Did you kill him?
Sorry?
Did you kill him?
Like in the past?
No. Okay, I saw. I was like,
Oh no.
what just
no.
happened? I just lost some standing. Is it because my lip? Just for the lip, no assault needed.
Oh, you lost standing?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that must have been the quest. That must have been the dialogue you had with him.
Yeah. He did not
That
like my response.
Brutal.
I lost faction with the
Interfered.
coalition.
So I
Bit like
gotta
a-
be smart and avoid these bears. Oh, sorry, Modest. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's a bit like the tax collector quest in the EverQuest,
Mm.
where if you like go and talk to the people to collect up the taxes, you get the negative standing with merchants.
Oh, yeah. I honestly do not remember that one.
Okay, so we got a list of things we gotta do. We gotta hand in our Sunfleck to the main Druid dude. And then there you can sell all your stuff. You can try and buy a couple of your missing level 1 spells. I remember the Soul Row, dude. The very, very, very back, the Temple of Soul Row. You just hail them. You get a negative faction hit for no reason.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get attacked there, but it sounds like that was your first time meddling in their affairs. So
Mm.
I think
everybody
he's,
gets one freebie.
I think he's right on the edge, math-wise. I don't remember,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
nice. Got a ring now.
Feeling fancy.
And then I think this is your spell dude here. Or spell lady.
All right. So what should I get?
Sell your dagger and your fleece and your whatever else you have, and then let's see what we can afford here. Dagger's only 6 copper. Brutal.
It was dull.
It's fair. I think the thing is that if you get your Heart of Pine, which I think is your HP buff, like, I mean, you should get it anyways, it's pretty cheap, but I'm like HP buffing us, so I think Swarm of Bees sounds the most interesting, because that sounds... Bees? I'm trying to see if there's anything else like super critical. No, I don't think so. I think Swarm of Bees is the only thing. You should buy your HP buff because you can afford it though. I think that's Heart of Pine. Yeah, I think then you'll be set. Now you're literally just saving up for your level 4 spells.
Cool.
And then we can go kill some a different type of mob here to try and do this quest.
time to find a skeleton with a cracked. Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need. Hard in this area to earn money. Nice. All right, onwards. Take advantage of this daylight while we got it.
What's the? I forget, Bunny. What's the deal with Plague Rat Tails? Oh, nice.
It's more fun to fight these guys at night, but not going to be in the cards for us. Those are those bright little spots we saw earlier. We're going to go, now that we're 2, we can actually kill them.
These guys.
Yeah, these guys. So they have a certain dust on them that we can hand in to someone and get a sweet spell. All right, let's do it. Synchronize nukes.
There go the bees.
Oh yeah, the bees.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, made me think of what? BioShock?
Oh yeah.
Oh, a glimmerlet.
Oh man, that's amazing. You can have it. So it
Oh,
fits in
yeah,
your
super
slot and
rad.
ring slot. It's actually, yeah, it's not very common. So yeah, that's
I did not cast my hit point buff yet.
it won't
Still
stack
won't
with mine.
override.
So you can save the mana if you want. Like I have my cleric buff on you here. Ready for one more?
As soon as I find you, I stop paying attention and
Oh, I'm just I see you. You're running away from me kind of. There
okay,
we go.
cool.
We're just following around this lake. We're gonna try and kill, hopefully get lucky and at least get you. Oh yeah, I'm not a druid, so we only need one. We just need you to get your dust from these guys. But yeah, at nighttime, here, let's do this. You can see what they look like at night.
Oh, sweet.
So they're pretty fun and easy to spot at night. Sorry, everybody else.
Well, I saw them in the distance and I was like, what is that? Is that eyeballs? Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. We do have a couple mobs that have glowy eyes that are fun to see in the darkness. Alright, good luck. Bashing them with your staff.
Everlit dust.
Is it a quest item?
It is.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's do it. That was faster than I thought. Of course, you get the rare ring and the rare quest item back-to-back mobs.
Screaming luck.
Something's gotta go our way after dying to those lurches 3 times.
Oh yeah, that was also streaming luck.
So there actually is swimming right now, but mobs glitch out if you go in the water, so that's why we're kind of staying away. Oh, great. Go hand this in. And then what do you think, Kyle? Should we start to mosey on over to Leon, or do you want us to hit 3 first, or what were you thinking?
Well, so our crew has recently arrived at the fork. Nothing else I'll say about
Cool.
that. So yeah, but I also don't know what people's timelines are, so I want to be considerate of time. So.
I don't want to be considerate at all.
Oh, okay.
Timeline, we're good.
Sweet.
On my end, yeah.
That's amazing. Cool. Yeah, then let's rock it out. So yeah, if you guys want to head that way.
We're pretty noobish. We're like 2.5, so I don't know how much we're going to contribute, but my heals should work.
And you got bees too.
We got
Mhm.
beats, although resists might be savage. That's what I'm worried about, being only 2. But we'll see. We'll get a bunch of XP, I guess.
Kill on the way, and
You can talk to this person here.
could look into that stuff at the top of
This one?
Briar's Rise too.
Yeah, the one with
Good.
their forehead in the side of the building.
She says, Mother Yanis, bless us, child. I know you must leave our grove soon. Let me share some glade secrets with you. Bring me the dust from my glimmer spirit and a parchment scroll.
Oh, yeah.
We need that. With these, I shall create for you a magical spell to light your way in the dark.
So there's a dude out here who makes paper from wood. So we can go to him, grab you a parchment, and then you can head back. But it's just a NPC bot item, so hopefully you can afford it.
From the gentleman you formerly met, Paul Barbarian, who founded Greenwood Cover here in the Pioneering Forest.
I'm not sure I knew that.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, you could find that out by talking to him. The real spoilers come up when you uncover more of the past.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, it's only 6 copper for a parchment. So should be easy peasy.
Yeah, he would tell you all about it, but the pine trees here are actually one single organism cloned throughout it that they've become shepherds of, using the lumber and replanting it as they go. Off one single tree.
Is the
It's like Avatar.
is it sentient?
No sentient trees yet. But I won't rest until we have an Entmoot on the matter.
Thank you, lady.
That's a really, really dope spell. Won't be useful until nighttime, but it's a game changer.
Oh, cool.
And Druid and Shaman right now are the only ones that have any sort of vision spells. But there's no racials or anything yet. I think we're gonna have some fun stuff like that. So right now Dark Elves are blind, which is pretty mean.
Oh, all right. So now we're going to. Oh, let me actually. Maybe.
We're making the short journey towards Leont, and it used to just be a guard tower there, but now there's a little settlement which you haven't seen.
Oh, awesome. I tell you what. I normally don't do this, but my mass consumption of water today, my workout. I'm gonna take a quick AFK. It'll take 1 minute, and then.
I'm gonna also take a minute AFK, so don't rush. So yeah, I'll be back.
Perfect. I will be. Oops, wrong one. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that.
No problem. All right, ready to take a bit of a walk?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not too far. Plus, it's a great time of day. I was kind of worried we were going to be making this hike in the pitch black, not being able to see the sights, but this is perfect. 2 p.m., so we still got 4 or 5 hours of light.
Yeah, you know it's a good time. It's funny, I looked earlier when we were killing the lurches. I glanced over, I was like, what time is it? Oh, cool. It's so early. we still have plenty of time.
The first time you tested with us, we had like a marathon theme. It was super fun. I think you were on for 4+ hours.
Oh, wow. Was it? Oh,
I think it was actually that long.
yeah, it was so much fun.
Well, we were saying, I mean, I know you guys have your own stuff, obviously, but you know, we're saying if you guys want to continue on Thursday, because there's some higher level stuff, or not, if not Thursday, another night, we can all just kind of pause these characters and go, because there's stuff up to level 8 that obviously we're not going to hit today, so I'll leave that up to you, but there's an invitation for whenever you want to continue these guys.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Follow up afterwards, and if not Thursday, then maybe even just add an extra day on the stream this week. So either way, I
Sounds
think
great.
it'll work out.
It doesn't have to be anything formal either. We can just kind of shoot the shit and grind and find fun spots to camp. So,
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
oh, look at these adventurers out here.
Adventurers, dancing and stuff.
Man, you guys are looking good.
Oh,
They got more gear than I do.
look at his crew.
Look at that ogre. The ogre's clothes look too clean though.
That is a very tidy ogre.
Dance party, I guess? So who's your group leader? I'll disband this group. You might have to press leave also, Sean, because it's
Okay.
like, kind of bugged.
Hey, I'm sorry, gents. I dragged you down here because you found a group.
No
Oh,
worries.
man. Someone's training rats.
Oh, yeah. And these guards don't care. I believe I'm here. So, did you guys disband?
Yep.
Yep,
Ready
yep.
for a sweet invite.
I'm in.
Oh, look at this group. Oh, geez, these things are scary. This guy's wrecking me.
Make sure you loot them because you can talk to somebody here about them.
I like your name, Modest. I didn't notice it before.
Oh, this pet's super good.
The pet is great. The dev team is in constant battle over how powerful pets should be.
I can use the invite too, by the way, if there's room.
Oh, let me drop you join. How's that gonna
Oh,
work?
are you sure?
Is
I
that
don't.
gonna
I
pass?
also don't mind. Oh,
Yeah,
I guess.
I drop you invite him because you guys got the heal power. You're gonna want him.
It's really nice of you.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I was leader and dropped, so I hope you guys got established.
Yeah, I don't know who got Modest in.
So-
Someone figured it out.
You guys kind of got a lot of options. I'll just run you through real quick. This is Allard's Fork. Welcome, Sean. You got the guard tower there, run by the steel lines of Leont. On the left, over where I'm running by, there's a inn where the ogre is. And then, yeah, you can kind of see this back there.
Are the
Yeah.
steel lines a reggae reference? Is that a reggae? Hold on.
I think you're thinking of steel drums and like, I don't know.
For some reason, I thought it was a band.
I mean, it might be. That's a sweet band name.
If it's not, we're willing to form it. Yeah, so this is a nice little meeting spot. You know, you played in Leont last time. This time you ran through our Greenwood cover content. This is kind of the halfway point, the meeting in the middle. So we started in Leont and met you guys out here. So there's a nice inn here, multiple quests. If you want to run in, you can come through Allard's Fork, and then we can. Sean, if you want to come straight, you can follow hidden. Sweet. Yeah. So on the left here we have our inn. Where you can also buy bags and torches. Fun NPCs. You're also going to run into some of our Halloween stuff. So like Emma Tonks here, as well as out the window behind her is some of our fun Halloween events. So keep an eye out for that stuff too. So quite a few options from out here. If you talk to the various NPCs, they'll kind of guide you in the different directions. We have the Pioneer and Pack wolf dens right behind the tower. We have Barrack the Bard looking for help with the rats and stuff like that. I was also thinking that we kind of ended up on the low level. We could probably run through the first dungeon that we did the first time if you wanted to, or if there's also
It's
a
up to
first
these
dungeon
guys.
boss trooper camp, or
Yeah, we could do that dungeon if you guys want again, Sean. The one
Yeah.
we did last time. We could
let's-
just do a quick run through.
That'd be really cool because some people may not have seen it.
Yeah, and then after that, there is a new little, I would call it a very cool, like, dungeon-y experience that we can do that would be brand new. So I think with 6 of us, we should be able to plow through that Awoken dungeon pretty fast. I don't know if we'll be able to kill the named, which is fun. I have no idea. I don't think so. But maybe.
yeah. So that would be this way with if you follow the ogre.
Yeah, follow the ogre. Maybe with the pets, I don't know. It will be fun to see.
Oh, over here. Oh, sorry. While we're running over here is our additional Halloween characters. You can check out Grogar the Fearless here. I love his he has a nice turkey haunch that's very haunted, so
Oh, yeah.
sweet. Haunch very haunted.
That was something I insisted. I want a weapon that's a haunted haunch.
A haunted haunch. Yeah, you missed his dialogue because my head's in the way. So, Grogar the Fearless says, Big man Bruce made me tasty dinner. It very tasty. Sun sleep early now, though, and haunch very haunted. Me want to hear what Grixius say. You tell Grogar 10 whispers from Grixius, and me give you haunch.
Whoops. I'm just being irresponsible.
I was gonna say these guys are gonna aggro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got a couple on you also. What are these con? Oh yeah, see, even these are yellow to me. I'm such a noob.
Yeah, that's why I thought going through the dungeon get you guys to 3 first.
Pretty
before,
smart, I think.
Before
Yeah.
going back to Allard's Fork, so I thought you'd be 3 hitting Allard's Fork, but
You know what? Sean and I just took our sweet time.
no,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
We're very-
Yeah.
We're savoring it. We're not trying to rush through it.
It is funny though. Usually when I'm this level, I'm like in full work a day, have like 6 bags and all this stuff, and I feel so poor and so under geared.
That's a lot of venomous spiderlings.
Next time I have a complaint at a restaurant, I'm saying my dinner is haunted. It'll work. If you insist upon it, it'll work. You just gotta commit.
I would definitely comp that meal to get
Yeah.
them out of my establishment.
This dinner is haunted!
I'm so sorry about the haunting.
Yeah.
Here's your money.
I'm sorry. We got a new cook. He's a necromancer. I don't know. I told him like he's gotta drop those habits. And I don't know what to tell you. He gets bored back there sometimes.
Did
Here we found some-
Nick's inventory get bugged out? It's my guess.
Yeah, I died and I'm not respawning.
Ah, okay. That just might be something else. I didn't realize you died. That's my bad.
I'm sorry.
I didn't see anything
No,
that should
you're
have
not
killed
dead.
me. I just randomly.
I still got
Yeah.
you targeted for my last heal. It says you're at 65%.
You know how I said like fall damage is bugged? It could be something like that. I don't know. If it's really messed, we'll restart the server. But let me know if you're able to get back in.
Okay, I'll check.
Guys, is Nick haunted?
I might be.
Alright, there's a lot of loot. You guys are just laying around like it just grows on trees. I mean, come on.
These city folk, man, they don't appreciate.
Yeah,
Kids
you
these
see us,
days.
and we're all wearing full woolen workaday. We've all got our sweet white shirts on and stuff. And you guys are wearing rancid pants
Oh.
with no visuals.
rancid shirt. Correction.
Pretty accurate.
I got dirty pointed slippers on, which is honestly kind of true to real life.
looked into your soul.
Uh,
I will say where we're heading into here, underground gets very spooky. So if you want to be scared, your sounds get pretty spooky in it. I scared myself many times working on it late at night and on my headphones, tweaking all of our sound and atmosphere and stuff. And then the lady walks downstairs to ask me what I'm doing, and just freak myself.
Did you shriek?
Yeah, I shrieked.
Nice.
It echoed through the halls of Harborview Hamlet here. Sweet.
Yeah, I was able to get back in. I just lost track of you guys.
Oh.
No
okay.
problem. Are you kind of somewhere in between the fork and us?
Yeah, I'm where we were passing the venomous spiderlings.
Just
Alright,
keep
I'll-
following it down away from the crossroads, and you'll get there.
I'll
get
head
real
out for.
close.
I'll
Yeah.
head out towards them if you guys want to start going into the dungeon. I think you could.
Okay,
Okay.
sure. I'll let you try and find him.
I think I just saw somebody. So
Does anyone have
Yeah, I see.
meds?
Oh, you know what I didn't pick up? Ah, it doesn't matter. I'll do that later. I didn't grab lull, so we're just
Mm.
gonna
Oh,
brute force it. I have no
All right.
money. Once there's an ad here. Up here.
Yeah, you've been letting me do all the looting.
Yeah. technically I could summon it, but that's no fun. We'll grab it when we finish the dungeon.
Cool.
Who's the group leader is the question. I don't know if there's a way to tell.
I was before I got disconnected, so I think might be. I don't know if it's bugged or not. Or
Let's have everybody try. Modest, it might be you, because I think it's an order with who
It may very well be me, actually. Who's
Nick.
the invite?
But if it's
Nope,
bugged,
it says only group leader. So
who's the only other person?
I tried it,
Honest.
didn't work.
Yeah, I just tried. It didn't work for me either.
Okay, let's all leave then, and we'll reform. We'll let or actually, I'll send out the invites. So I just invited Sean. I got Pattis, Modest. I got Nick.
it's sitting and animating.
Oh, I just crashed. Coming right back in though.
I was invited on GFrag, but I declined.
Oh, thank you. That's fine.
Sean needs to hit follow.
Thank you.
I miss it in EverQuest all the time, so I keep telling them I'm gonna put just a gigantic panel across the center of the screen that says, "You have been invited to a group." I've done that with Gina just because I never see it when anybody invites me in EQ. So
yeah, I had the same thought.
So at least we're emulating that and the disband leadership bug of EQ. So we love that stuff. So we brought it over.
Grouped or bugged groups is part of our thing.
It keeps it authentic. I like it.
Yeah, we were just working through some party issues as well.
I'm back.
All right. Let me know if you got that. You'll have to resummon pet, unfortunately. No shortage of bone chips around here, at least.
Yeah, I've got probably like 10 in my bag right now.
Nice. All right, so we should be able to blow through this. So.
All right.
Skeletons with armor. We've been talking about that. Every skeleton we've been looking at just hasn't felt quite right, and Ollie was like, they all need to have a little bit of armor on them.
Yeah, we have like, what is it, like
a lot.
A ton of different skeleton variants. These guys went crazy.
Currently have like 15 from the way Modest set them up. Just all the textures can be swapped out. Each piece of gear can be swapped in and out. So, you know, you can have full armored and, you know, then just make it just a bracer and a shoulder pad and a helm, and they look like an archer, you know. So it's pretty great.
Fantastic.
They're also, including the zombies with their kind of cool animations on them, they're actually totally humanoid based too. And we reutilize our animators as much as we possibly can, and humanoid animations as much as we can to bring in the most diversity. That'll become really apparent as we head into the next phase and show off all the cool melee abilities and stuff. So.
Oh, right on. Makes sense. You guys looting that?
Yeah, these skeletons are some of my favorite ones we've made.
These are like Spartan looking ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty.
I just like how flexible the mesh is, though, because we use the same mesh for like the zombies and the mummies and all this stuff. So that's one of the things that's good about working really low poly like this, is that you can kind of cheese it and get some extra miles out some of the models
For sure.
without looking out of place.
It's amazing how much your mind fills in. For anybody that doesn't know, Modest here does all of the art, does the Lantern EQ client art, as well as recently released a first pack of EQ textures for P99 and stuff. So no one's more intimate with that art, and I think like one of the big things is just how much your mind fills in of those kind of resolutions. How much character you can get out of such simple things. Pretty incredible.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like a big influence, I mean, it's like almost like this is like a fusion. Like it's voxely, so everyone thinks Minecraft, but honestly, like the big influence for me has been obviously EverQuest, and then also like the Dragon Quest games. which is why I got some of the very expressive character design.
That just made me think. Let me confirm. Because I was actually thinking about it earlier. Did you play Dragon Quest Builder?
I did not. It's something I intend to play, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh yeah. I played the first one, not the second one, I believe, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. For whatever reason, I was thinking about that earlier.
All right, so when we go down these stairs, we should be a little careful because it's changed from the last time you guys came in terms of the number of mobs and how difficult it is and stuff. So this will be the interesting part. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm secretly hoping the Thanatologist spawns.
Yeah, if you had dull senses. Ooh.
Yeah, pretty big fail. Although now it can
But
get
they
resistant,
wandered.
right?
They wandered pretty wide.
Oh, look at this guy.
I feel like maybe send Nick towards the right and have him like snap aggro the Awoken, then pull him back here towards here.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
This guy's red. I mean, it's gonna be tough
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna slow him, and
if you don't get resisted.
if I don't get resisted.
I don't know. I don't know if you'll be able to.
Slowing. Ooh, landed.
Really?
Yeah, but I have
Yeah.
aggro.
I am just gonna chain heal Nick.
Nick's got aggro again. I will also look
What's the mob at?
60.
He's already at 60.
Oh, okay. That's not bad then.
We got a good solo pull. I'm
Pets too.
extra out of group with a slow.
All right, let's stop wasting mana on that and just heal.
Did you get too many resists?
Yeah, well, it looks like I got 2 out of 2, so I might as well save the little bit of mana I got.
And I'm falling behind on Nick a bit here.
Healing. Meh.
There we got him.
Job.
Nice.
Do we have 2 mages?
We do.
Oh, I didn't realize. 2 mages and a necro?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see. Blowing my mind. I thought we had a 1-on-1.
So what do we got loot-wise? Anyone take a look?
I'll take a
Sean,
little peek.
Sean,
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Sean,
it's loot.
at least look at stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
Reinforced waiter, AC 4, strength 2, and yeah.
So sounds like a Nick item, I think. Maybe Ryan.
Oh, I'll pass. Yeah, it's probably
Definitely
more
Nick.
like a melee item.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna want him tanking when we move on. Grats, man.
Thank you.
What does people's end parse timers say about the room above us? Oop, I pulled.
Yeah, we can do like maybe one more cycle to see if you get lucky. The sword for Nick would be a massive upgrade and would help us with the next part, but like, you know, we'd have to get lucky to get the sword, so.
This is why I rolled Paladin, by the way.
What the hell for the
Oh,
loot?
what about this? You remember this one? That's great.
The
yeah, I hope
sword's,
you do.
the sword's a game changer.
There's new lighting effects, new fog volumes down there. Obviously, the new NPCs and audio triggers and stuff. So it's a little bit cooler than it was last time you were down there.
Yeah, I really like it.
Got another PH on the Thanatologist, unfortunately.
Should we just?
Yeah, we can roll
All
it.
right.
We'll wait for one more Awoken and then leave? Does that sound good? And do the next stuff? That went better than I thought, so.
Well,
All
I
these
shouldn't-
pets.
and I shouldn't have helped you. Slows and stuff.
Also, like, oh, there's mobs on
We
somewhere.
got ads.
Oh, it's on Kyle. I see.
Oh,
He's
is it
just
me?
running around in circles, yeah.
What have I done?
Upgradable necro pad.
Mm-hmm.
Equipable necro.
Yeah, we often talk about different things, like, stabling, pet taming, and I've seen some questions about them and stuff like that. So definitely something we toss around that implementation and stuff. So and even with like non-combat pets and stuff too, there's an option for that.
Even these dudes are red to me.
Can you give weapons to the pets yet, or anything like that?
No. Definitely something we want to do, but yeah, not in yet. I think they'll politely hand it back to you.
with trading, we gotta kind of do the trading implementation pass. I think during that, hopefully you can wire the pets right away.
Oh god, Nick.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I think he's okay now. You have lay hands. You have to target yourself, though. I don't know if you've had to use it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know it was a lay of hands at first, but now I did. It was like the first thing I did was like, I was like, oh, I'll try casting this, and I was like, oh, I'm on cooldown. I think I know what I just did.
That's funny. It's like
And he's got a hammer.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mayo Mitocom, thank you for the follow.
Hammer is for like cleric and druid, I think.
Go ahead and make room for it.
Smart. Alright. Got some buffs on Nick.
Ready to go when anyone
Yeah,
else
I'm
is?
GTG. I'm not like.
I'm looking at the chat right now. Sword and Board is making me feel very happy about the whimsical aesthetic comic.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it in.
Yep, ready. Just gonna be on heels.
Slow resisted. Slowed.
Nice.
Nice. For this out of group slow we got.
Yeah. We did our maths wrong on the slow implementation initially, and we're like trying to figure out how some of the testers were killing this like absurdly high mob. We just couldn't figure out what was going on. And the slow was doing 89% instead of 11% slow. So everything's 89% slowed. It's a pretty good time.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Nice.
Nice.
That was even easier.
I wonder if that would be good for Sean.
Got it.
Caster hammer, I think, would be good for hidden. I think.
431, 1 whiz, 2 mana.
It's definitely a priest hammer. So yeah, I mean, if it's better than your thing, you can take it just for funsies. You're the one that everybody's looking at, so I've had it before.
Why
Yeah,
not
it's
keep
looking
going?
like a Sean item to me.
Yeah.
I wanted you guys to fight over it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about you were a paladin. Ah, damn it.
Well,
We
no,
could've
there
rolled
is a
for it.
much better. There's a much better melee weapon on him, so it's not for Nick. He wants the crazy two-hander that this guy drops. It's just
Ah, okay. Plus now I have a hammer that you can see me whack stuff with when I remember to push the whack button.
If you can find that tilde button.
Let me actually try to. So it's not that. According to my Swedish keyboard, it is Well, none of those things. No clue.
Yeah, who knows? Luckily, we have an alternative. I don't even know what we would have done.
There's a bag on that guy.
Oh, nice. Maybe give that to Sean too. He's been struggling with his inventory.
Got so much random crap. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, someone was telling me I think it was Kyle was telling me the auto run key earlier, and I was like, I don't have a numpad on this keyboard.
Yeah, and we actually put in, like, one of our alpha testers doesn't either because he plays on a laptop, so we put in an alternative to numpad.
Oh, okay.
So I have to look it up because
I know.
as tradition, our fucking hotkeys are the stupidest thing ever.
It's okay. I forced my stupid hotkeys
Thanatologist
on our team
What?
earlier on.
I see. It's V as in Victor.
Oh, awesome. Thank
So
you.
if you ever need to auto run, at least you have an option, a numpad option. So this guy has pure caster loot, so we got a lot of pure casters. I love how busy it is in here with 6 people.
Oh yeah.
V is in room, exactly.
Yeah, that's.
The bees are hilarious.
I love the bees.
It adds so much chaos, so it's already chaotic. Alright, you guys can fight over the loot. I don't know what's on them.
Yeah, what did he even drop? I'm trying to think.
Blood-soaked gloves, that's a caster item. Ancient report, and a fragment.
Sweet. So yeah, I don't know who wants the gloves, but some caster should grab them, some mint caster.
I will step back, I'll be good.
Bilbo, yes.
Here is my ogre dance.
I'll grab the gloves if no one else wants them.
Do it.
Go for it.
Sweet. Don't mind if I do. That's an upgrade for me. 331 on that makeshift club. I guess one more awoken.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope we get the sword, because then we will have seen all. Rats. He wields it if he has it.
Okay.
Another pair of boots.
Nice.
I was lucky.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going to happen there.
I thought that was gonna end in tears.
He mastered those skills in Kingdom Raid training. That's what we learned from Arcus's courses, and there will be a test afterwards.
Do you still jump on P99, Sean? Or you've been, I guess, more M&M these days?
Yeah, honestly, my time management since I got back from vacation has had me in a weird state where I've been thinking about P99 a lot, and every time I do, I'm like, I could really be spending that couple of hours doing something else on M&M related.
Yeah,
But I want to get back in as soon as possible. I just wanted to make sure some stuff was going.
How's everyone's mana looking? I think we've cleared the pool.
Mine's good.
I'm low on hidden, but it doesn't really matter. We got heals covered, I think.
Okay. Pull it in then.
Whoa, landed.
And yeah, now with only streaming 2 nights a week, that's typically going to be Eminem playing a lot of the time, or in there showing some stuff off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sweet.
But weeks like
Well,
this,
I'm excited.
it's definitely worthwhile to do an extra night. It's just with everybody being in the US, I was realizing that if there's ever a need for group discussion or overlap, or you know what I mean, like it's evening time, like stream time is kind of the best time to sync up with folks via voice. And there's some stuff that it's easier or better to do off stream.
Makes sense. I'm out of mana, so someone else has got to heal Nick.
We got little baby heals.
Yeah, we get some nice upgrades at 4, but it seems far away.
Yeah, I like this though. It's the thing I was thinking the other night when we were playing is I don't like leveling through these first few levels fast. I'd rather, this has been nice, but I don't mind spending extra time at lower levels. No reason not to spend time in it.
Yeah, we're the same. Like, I find even sometimes when I do my playthroughs now, I'm like, oh, I didn't get to go do the Moss Troopers, or oh man, I didn't get to do the Graveyard, and this is just one starting area, so I feel you. We're the same, but...
And I think what really helps with that is like that you guys made such compelling low-level content. So it doesn't feel like a chore to get through those levels because you're kind of doing, the camping gameplay loop, earlier on.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, I really would focus is to try to get people grouping pretty much out of the gate instead of in EQ. A lot of times you won't group up till you're 4 or 5, kind of deal for your first time. So we wanted it to kind of encourage those activities, and it kind of holds your hand is a little bit more on rails as far as like your class trainer giving you kind of the quest to get you initiated and getting the lay of things, but then it real quickly goes, okay, here's all your options, go have fun.
Right.
So you get to make all of your kind of your own goals from there. But I think it is important to like set that cadence early, because sometimes you come in, you're leveling so fast in the early part that then the later part feels like a real slog, and it makes it extra to me feel like, oh, this is a race to get to end game. So when right from the get-go you're kind of slowed down and taking it in and spending more time on the socials, I'm hoping that makes your expectation like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this part of the game instead of just getting through it to move on. So
Right.
that's the hope anyway.
The other thing is too, like, even with like, oh, I gotta afford a torch, oh, I gotta afford a bag, oh, I need to afford my spells. Like, I like those mini goals of saying like, I want to try and get 3 gold so I can buy XYZ. I find that really, gotta heal. I find that really fun at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like Kyle said, we're really, one of our main things we're trying to achieve is for players to set their own goals. So if we can show them a list of spells that they can't get yet because they don't have the money, it's very clear what you should do. You should go out, kill some stuff, sell some stuff so you can have new spells to play with. Like, that's really, really fun. A lot of MMOs, I mean, as you guys know, when you level, they just appear on your bar.
Yeah.
And like, it's such like a fun thing to have. Be able to grind up a bit of money to afford your next big nuke. I mean, that's a blast, and I like those types of goals.
Yeah, it is satisfying, and definitely, going back on the kind of grouping out of the gate. That's kind of what has been our philosophy too. And it's interesting to see that we both kind of identified that and are kind of doing something about it.
Totally, yeah. Oh God. When
We
these
should
guys
probably
hit,
fall back a little bit so we don't catch a Phantomage just spawn.
yeah. That guy was 25% of my HP per hit. Ouch. I'm out of mana, by the way.
Did we lose somebody?
No.
I died.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
I see a ogre
I
corpse
saw-
in there.
I see. Yeah, I saw a corpse.
Should have said something, man. I don't have your health bar. I would
I
have.
was typing in the Twitch chat while I was
I
tanking
need help.
something, and
Oh, Nick, thank you.
I was looking up at chat and was
Oh
like,
man, look at that last
I
minute.
was like, I need help. I need help.
I thought we had it.
I think
Oh,
he's
yes,
got that sword.
Of course. All right.
You guys need a second on mana?
I do absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't heal through this, and we lost one of our healers because not only was Kyle slowing the mob, but he was also healing you, so we should be pretty full. I'm gonna actually buff Nick a little. That was a really well timed LOH, though. You were for sure dead. Or sorry, I should stop using the EQ terms. It's
As he
really
did.
bad. What's happening?
Oh no.
Oh, it's Kyle, I guess, or
Yeah, except pathfinding's going all
I
bonkers
screwed him
now.
up. I gotta come and die.
you should. Yeah, I mean.
He just disappears out of the scene.
Quick, call accidental.
What on earth is going on?
I hope we have him set in the room. Oh no, the
Oh,
pet
no.
just the pet just.
Kyle's using all kinds of GM trickery in a bad way.
I did.
He knows
Totally
what he
messed you
did.
I know what I did.
This might wipe us, by the way. And we have no LOH. I'm gonna do my best. Sean, let's try and just keep Nick alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can attack it for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, it's because someone went through the world, so then the pathing gets messed up when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they killed Goner.
Oh, you took him out.
I did. With one keystroke, I killed him.
Oh. I thought you legit saved the day. Yeah, I missed one key component in my plan there, so sorry about
That's
Turning off
alright.
aggro.
It doesn't really matter. We get the reward.
Yeah,
Hey, we did it.
yeah I was gonna
job.
ask, what's the ruling? Do I still get the sword?
Oh,
or...
you get the sword. Just
Yeah, we get the
because.
sword.
Yeah, no, just kidding. It's all good. We would have killed him.
Yay. Ooh, looks cool.
Yeah, it's a bit. Oh, yeah. There's if you have to like, if you toggle like one weapon on another, like to switch, it won't update the view for everyone else. You have to like unequip to re-equip. There you go.
Gotcha.
Now it actually looks like a badass two-hander. Nice. Yeah, that will help for the next part, anyways. That was kind of lucky. So we can hop out, or what's the plan?
Let's have out, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Does anybody need to head back to Leon, or what's the plan? Kyle, man, you still struggling, or are you just having fun?
I'm still struggling.
Okay. I just
Here
see
we
you
go.
floating up there.
Yeah, I'm working on getting myself set up.
I can head back to town and.
Yeah, I want to grab my like lull and stuff like that in town, so I'm gonna head that way too. Is it this way?
Oh yeah, you guys want to go to Leon's instead? Okay, so yeah, I would. If you're following Mata or Hidden, turn right, I guess.
Yeah. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and step out for the day.
Next part?
I got for the next part.
I'm
close to picking up the rest of kids' time.
Yeah, I'm about 15, 20 minutes out from my bedtime.
Okay. Well, maybe
So-
it doesn't make sense to do the next little dungeon
Yeah,
thing then.
I tell you what, let's I guess we can get prepped for the next session, and then just line up another session if you guys are down.
This is the
Yeah.
Kwick Farms here that you were reading about before.
Oh, nice.
So I think you guys ran past it a little bit. It was on your yeah. There you go. There's a big windmill back there. Sweet Pumpkin Farm. Oh, I see Leon in the distance. Prepare yourself for that music kicking in. %. Means how I agree. Unfortunately, bedtime is going to keep him from being the eternal struggle. MMO players.
It's true.
Wow, his field boss is really taking this. Just killed the boss of the dungeon and come out in this level 2 mobs like, nope.
We are just
That one popped, yeah. There we go.
So the question came up, so are there any ways we can help with this game beyond gazing longingly at the homepage and YouTube video?
Well, thank you for doing that. We appreciate that.
Honestly, the best way is like Discord. We have some discussions in there once in a while. Some of our like really dedicated members in Discord are actually turned into alpha testers. So we have a bunch of people that the alpha server is pretty much on 24/7. So they'll come in and devour any content we make and help us find bugs and stuff like that. So when we initially opened up the alpha, we had people playing every day, and now that obviously is every MMO struggles with, they go through the content a few times and now they're just waiting for more. So but anyways, long story short, the Discord is your best bet to engage with us and potentially come in and do testing and that type of thing. So
I'm just reading the baby hamsters. Our nose look like hamsters, or intimidating hamsters.
As we work through our phasing on it and open up the testing and stuff, it definitely will. First, all of the announcements and everything will come out of the Discord community. Outside of that, yeah, it's really just spread the word, tell your friends. They'll have the video and demand links on this posted and stuff like that. So at this time, there's no monetization or any way for me to take your money as much as I'd like to. So, but no, it's definitely just spreading the word, following, and the Discord, like I said, is our main centralized source of upcoming stuff and where we're heading with it.
Bill Fester just said, I know you said you wanted to focus on completing a vertical slice of the game. What major systems hurdles do you have right now?
Oh, there's tons. We have to do a whole crafting pass, like Belfaster mentioned. We're doing melee stuff, but even like player trading and banking and stuff like that. There's endless big systems that we still need to do. And then in addition, like we had 7 or 8 people on the server, which is awesome. I'm happy, but always looming in the background is just ramping this thing up so we can support a couple thousand players and probably tens of thousands of mobs. And so there's always rewrites in the back end and stuff like that. But yeah, we have lots of big systems left. It's very fun so far, but yeah, lots of work.
Yeah, this we consider phase 2. If you get to see some of the phase 1 stuff, I can post some old links and stuff. The boat does not at this time sail, so just hanging out there for now. But yeah, if you go back and kind of look at it, you can just see how much is there, and hopefully we'll have a follow-up stream here and get to show you guys some of the other content. We'll get some dungeons and some fun stuff like that. But this we consider our phase 2 coming out of that, and kind of the major things for heading into phase 3 for me really is the melee abilities and making sure our animations are really tight for that and cool. So that's one of the most massive systems. Then we have a lot of smaller things, UI things, the banking and stuff. So, but yeah, I want to make it first a fully functional MMO on this island, and then kind of build the whole game from there. We are at the same time doing all kinds of tests on how big the world should be, how far we're putting these, and we can build in various sandboxes. So I have people, of course, working on lore and working on characters, and both from an art and class design aspect. So, yeah. So a lot to do, but pretty happy. Sean, do you see a guy hammering over on your left? Yeah, pretty happy with our animation synced audio.
Did I miss
Right.
him? Oh, yeah.
Eric
There we
there.
go.
So we're getting more custom animations. That would be another one of those systems, giving our NPCs a little bit more life and stuff like that will come into play. But you will already see that there's several custom animated. And
That guy sells some pretty or Lacey in here sells some pretty sweet gear. It's very expensive though.
Let's
But
see what
something
she's
to-
got.
To give our tank something to save up for. But all of this is cleric. Oh, you're a druid. All this is at least I can wear, but you can't wear.
Yeah.
that's gonna be good for you. The blue sheep would have some stuff for you to drool over.
Where are they at?
That's over by the gates. Yep,
cool.
across from Rusty Garrick's Bravian Goods.
You found
It's
our.
just hammering away on the Shadow Man.
I was gonna say you found
Yeah.
our Shadow Man equivalent.
Well, I have to level up my two-hand slash skill now that I have this awesome sword.
Man, that spawn time.
Mm-hmm.
We're all getting free
Nice.
XP.
Over towards the market and stuff, Sean. Just cool looking, but we're actually not.
Head in the right direction? I'm
No.
horrible
Oh,
at
yeah.
direction. Or
Yeah,
following
no, we're
instructions.
back left through out that arch, and then
There's by the gates of Leon is your blue sheep.
By the
Shop.
gates?
at Modest,
so that's
where
right.
Modest ran from. Sorry.
Dude. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
You get turned around. It's an essential courtyard.
And there's the sign. It's got a cute sheep.
Oh, God. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Good thing it's a sheep. All right, so
She sells the leather equivalent. So that's the stuff that you can wear.
nice, but I can't afford.
And you got nice little paintings and some decor in here. So.
So, yeah, that's where you can find your cloth and leather, as well as some quest related stuff.
where's the dude?
No, probably spoil something. So if you're
Oh yeah, look at that. Someone's running around with the goods.
yeah, I'm gonna show Sean, but gonna warn you if you're actively playing right now and watching this stream.
Yeah, spoilers coming up. Don't look.
Pursuing Grixia stuff. Don't look.
Put that out of the
I
way.
love the way that light.
So this
I love
here is
it.
one of our Halloween rewards, unique items.
You,
You should wave with it so we can see it.
yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna be amazing.
oh, nice. Canceling it out right away. As soon as I did it. There we go.
It's really awesome.
And another fun little.
Oh, that's a big spoiler.
It looks so ridiculous to me on over. I think it looks better on like Dark Elf or something.
Oh yeah, it's probably too
But
big
it's
on me.
huge. It looks good though.
And that's just some of the cool new unique Halloween items you can get out there if you pursue some of the hardest content we have on the island.
Yeah, that stuff's like level 8-ish.
At a massive grind. At a very, very scary, very dark place. It's essentially Howling Stone South in the pitch black, with all the bosses on PHs and randomized and stuff, and then you have to follow creepy sounds
Those
to find
items.
spawn points.
Those Halloween items are really good because they're lit, so you can actually now have to worry about taking up an item slot for a torch.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. Because they're talking about having to hold a light source like a torch as well, and it's like, well, but then are you going to sacrifice, you know, stats that you would have in that hand? It's like, well, by the time you're that worried about stats, you'll probably have a light source that worn or light emanating from your badass, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine you could do something like a necklace or something. That would be a good way to do it.
Oh, that's a high value item.
Oh, yeah, necklace to illuminate. Sweet.
That might be something that happens.
But I mean, to the point that you guys were making earlier about enjoying like grinding to get, you know, the money up to get a torch or get that first bag and everything. I think it goes to something that, oh, was it Belfast or someone was mentioning way earlier with regards to just liking how dark it was and not wanting to, you know, negate that too soon.
I think there's truth in that. I was thinking when he said that, like, normally, you get like a light stone at like level, what is it, like 10, 11? Something like that. Before then, there wasn't tons of options. You'd have to rely on other players. So I tend to agree. Like, it's, maybe you'll have to craft your first torch in the actual final game or something like that.
Yeah.
You won't just be sitting there in a vendor for gold. Because, yeah, maybe there should be 3 Nights of Terribleness before you can afford it. Or...
Yeah, we'll always work to balance that, and then there's also degrees to these items. You know, our light source that the character is carrying around, and then items that get equipped can also have a light source, and all of those can have colors and ranges and things of that nature. So, you know, your first torch might be very shoddy and just enough to get you by some of the spookiest parts of night, but isn't really going to help you out in a dungeon environment. You know, that kind of deal.
Right. Whoa.
Great, so you're in the wind down, sounded like, but I think we're in a great position to already kind of head out of Vallard's Fork into all the different cool content out there. So
yeah, so I tell you what, you'd offered Thursday, and honestly, I don't see any reason why not. If you guys are down, I'm definitely game.
I mean, that'd be really fun. The thing we planned on doing today is what we would start with. So that would, right out of the gates, we'd be doing 6-man content that I think will be a little more difficult. But we haven't done a lot of testing with 6 people, so maybe we'll roll through it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and it would be cool as well. I know Ollie's been taking care of his family all weekend and Bill, so it'd be cool if he's available and get to check it out as well.
Totally, yeah. The server, like, knock on wood, was really stable today. When we did our, like, mini playtest, we had a crash, like a full crash where everybody had to log out, but today it's been behaving really well. I know we had a couple of client crashes, but not as disruptive. So I'm pretty encouraged by that.
Yeah, it feels good. Cool, guys. Did you post your Discord earlier? You mentioned it.
I did, which was actually an accident because it was from when I copied it to you. I have posted our website URL, which has it, amongst other things, but I'll put a direct link as well. Thank you for the website link there.
Yeah, there's not much on the website, but the main thing that is on the website is the Discord link.
Well, the last time I got the pictures and everything, I was like, I'm going to take pictures of places that we recently updated, and it'll be a long time till we do another art pass on. And you know, 2 weeks later, we had it looking way cooler. And done 3 iterations on all of those areas since then.
Yeah. You can check out the music on the website as well. That's cool.
Yeah, awesome. And check out Tony. He works on a few other games, and he's really ultra talented.
Yeah, if you hop to his YouTube, he recently on one of his that I won't even attempt to pronounce, Call well. So he.
All the Saragnor game, is that what you're gonna say?
Yes. And he actually had a orchestra play his composition and record it for the game. So it's a really cool video watching a full orchestra actually playing his material and hearing his beautiful work.
Ooh. Yeah, and I forgot what I was going to say. So they've got the songs up on the website. That links back to his SoundCloud. And then we'll be playtesting again Thursday. So if anybody did get a chance to see much of it, came in late or whatever, we'll be back.
Amazing, yeah, we appreciate it. Hopefully it's not eating up too much M&M time, but we'll do that on Thursday, and then for us, we're kind of like, we can then like start ripping the server apart and making everything unstable and having a nice big push of content. So we'll keep stuff relatively stable for Thursday.
Yeah, it'd be super cool, and yeah, no, it's fine. Honestly, it's nice. It's nice to take a little break on stream every once in a while as well. So then, as we're poking away at stuff, then maybe we'll have something new to show. So
amazing.
Cool. All right. I appreciate it, and I will follow up with you guys before then. But then we'll be back here, same stream time on Thursday, and we'll check out all the fun.
Sweet. Thanks again for having us on. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having us then.
Sweet.
All right.
Really appreciate it. Always a pleasure. Take care, everybody.
See you, everybody. Good night, and I will see you guys. I'm going to sit in camp. I will see you Thursday.
Night, guys.
Super cute.
Peace.